too well honed.
12-3 भाइयों 12-3 कितना इजी गेम था भाई ये कितना इजी गेम था मैं बोल दिया था ऑलरेडी भाई जब मैंने देखा कि दिस इज स्प्लिट भाई दिस इज सेंटिनल्स मैप अरे मला वाटलं तर काहीतरी
It's all the small things, the little interplays between players, the maximization of certain piece of utility, knowing to always smoke this spot or knowing to always throw this nade in this particular way.
Sentinel gameplay.
Sen approaching some levels of perfection on this map in the current meta.
Cutie.
They are ahead of the game here.
True flattening.
And it's going to strike fear into the hearts of anybody else, because if you have a perma, you have to let this through.
Yeah, playing split against Sen, I mean, almost guarantees. Sentinels are going to be taking it. They've only lost it a handful of times. One of them to this team that they're playing against now, Loud, but it was the kind of team getting knocked by their losses.
मैं तो बोलता अभी छोड़ देना चाहिए मालूम क्या? ओ भाई क्या काउंटर फ्लैश था भाई?
Very important counter flash there.
प्यारा.
Senna trying to set a place like this.
मेरे को तो पता भी नहीं था उधर फ्लैश कर सकते भाई.
The two Spectres, the Bulldog.
फ्लैश देखा क्या उसका चैट? कैसा वो किया? जहाँ पे टीपी करता है वोमन वहाँ पे एम करके किया उसने. मेरे को पता भी नहीं था भाई वहाँ पे उससे बीमेन वाले फ्लैश होते. मैं हैंग हो जाता उधर.
There are still chances for Sen to win this round and just dominate with the same scoreline that they did.
Flash rifle, bloody hell! That's a lot of damage in a retreat. Covered and watched for. Celsius just swinging wide, a bit of run and gun in the reaction. Called now from Loud. Into the site, will they be able to get the plant down? Looks like they will do so. Those push back.
There isn't very much retake utility here for Sen. Normally their retakes are amazing, but it's really only a boombot to work with.
Waiting for the right time to smoke up. 1 second here for Tens. Going to be using it probably to block off one of the angles. Just jiggling for now. There it is, actually dividing up the site. Paranoia flying with the fault line. Time. Starting to tick. A crucial kill. Celsius falling on top heaven. TP forwards. Backside control, at least partitioning in it and trying to take it wide. Still with that util online. The aftershock does push him away. Attack from John QT, but forcing the fights out into the open. The snake bites, plenty of util here. So really well played into that one.
लेकिन आप घर पे जाने वाले हो, sorry.
Fully just using the
sorry, आप घर पे जाने वाले हो.
And it's officially now a closer game than it was during the grand final. Where Sen won 13-3.
भैया आपके सारे स्ट्रीम देखता हूँ. इनफैक्ट बोर होते टाइम भी रिपीट करके देखता हूँ. अरे वाह. फिर भी आपके जैसा नहीं खेल पाता हूँ.
It was a bonus.
It was a bonus, you know. Sen didn't have as much util available to them, but still, you know.
Actually, आप मेरी तरह नहीं खेल पाओगे.
Round at a time, it's all the
आप
way
अपनी तरह खेलिए. आप अपनी तरह खेलिए. मेरे से थोड़ा बहुत सीखिए. लेकिन अपनी तरह खेलिए.
Lose leads before as well, but listen, we won't talk about that one.
We won't talk about it. We'll mention it a few times.
आपसे अच्छा खेलता हूँ. ए चुप है.
Look at the timing there, just beautiful. Great read that Les was going to go for an aggro lurk.
Bro, are they playing? Is this a pro game or is second playing just rank?
Massive numbers
like you rank.
Offset that mechanical advantage that a team like Sentinels might have with players like second, like Tens. The desk was talking about it.
If you
when
push
you shut
from
down
heaven
here, your chances begin to
without any knowledge that there. Yes.
Atka, really deal with that one. Should have known it was there, surely, if they were walking all the way up. TP forwards, it is just being toppled and crumbled. All the opportunities in this round.
Big knife.
Let's get the one onto Celsius.
Big knife.
He's down in such an open position, though. It sends to close out.
आ जाओ, giveaway.
It's inevitable, yeah. The double face in the
air. GG हो जाए chat में और giveaway.
Side of absolute scene.
JJ.
Two of our top teams here in playoffs. The Sentinels are primed and ready. This is a team angry. They want to go deep. They want to
giveaway time. Let's go. GG. It's time for the giveaway.
I'm gonna play the career of Erling Haaland until he retires. And this might be the craziest player career we've ever done, because Haaland is already 91 rated and is only 22 years old. If he can stay fit for another 15 seasons, I think we might be breaking all sorts of footballing records. And that's what we're gonna try and do today. The goal is to get Haaland to a 99 overall, but not just that, we've got 6 more challenges that we'll try and complete, like winning 8 Ballon d'Ors, same as Leo Messi, 5 5 Champions League, same as Cristiano Ronaldo. And also a while back, we did the same video with Kylian Mbappe, where over his entire career, he scored exactly 400 goals. So I guess for Haaland to become the GOAT, he needs to score 401 goals in this video. And let's see if he can do that. Okay, guys, we're kicking things off with Erling Haaland at Man City, where he's already won a treble. But guys, just look at that team. Is there any reason to leave Manchester City? Absolutely not. We got to stay here and stat pad as many trophies as possible. One of our challenges is to win every top 5 league, and with Man City, we can get the job done in the Premier League. Wait a minute, guys. We're in the Ballon d'Or ceremony. And no way, Erling Haaland has won it already. Oh, yeah, because we're starting the game off in 2023, and I think EA, instead of giving the Ballon d'Or to Messi for the World Cup, has decided to give it to Haaland. We'll take that. That's Ballon d'Or number 1, and we've only started the video. Imagine the stats Erling Haaland is going to end up with after his career. It's going to be crazy. We might actually break the game. Also, I kind of don't know why Haaland is wearing an S2GFC kit. Well, he's supporting the world's best club, so we'll take that. Okay, end of the first season, and I was not expecting this. Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool have actually beaten us to the title. That is not a good start. And Erling Haaland didn't even win the Golden Boot. It was Gabriel Martinelli. We also have a challenge, by the way, to win 7 Golden Boots, so this is not good. Okay, Haaland, at least he scored 30 goals. Not too bad. Up to a 94 overall. How did KDB, though, end up with the same amount of goals is what I'm wondering. It's crazy how 30 goals a season feels less for someone like Haaland. The Champions League is the only thing that can save this season. And oh, we've now had a good start in the group, finishing second. But we have knocked out Milan and Real Sociedad and PSV. We've had the easiest run in Champions League history, and we're in the final against PSG. It's only the first season, and we're already seeing a showdown between Haaland and Mbappe. Not only is this game going to decide who wins the Champions League, but probably the Ballon d'Or next season as well. And City have done it. Erling Haaland scored as well. He didn't win the Premier League this season, but he's got that Champions League trophy. First season, scoring 31 goals, getting the Champions League, the Ballon d'Or. Not gonna lie, it's been a good start to Haaland's career. But if you notice, I haven't mentioned one last challenge that we've got, and that is to win an international trophy. And that might be literally the most difficult challenge to complete with Haaland, because he plays for Norway, a country that normally doesn't compete for the big trophies. And look at that, already at the Euros, Norway hasn't even qualified. So it's going to be so difficult for Haaland to actually win an international trophy. But as he grows higher in his overall, maybe there will be a chance. For season 2, I think we have to keep Haaland at Man City, because we still need to win the Premier League. And there's also something we need to collect, and that's Erling Haaland's second Ballon d'Or. I genuinely feel we might end up breaking Messi's record, because this is crazy. Haaland's gonna end up winning it every season. Okay, Haaland is human after all, because Man City got knocked out in the round of 16. Oh, even his rival Mbappe lost out the Champions League to Arsenal. How did Arsenal end up winning the Champions League? The good news for Erling is that he has ended up winning the Premier League, and that means we've got our first top 5 league trophy. We'll take that. Now that's more like Haaland stats. 46 goals this season, up to a 95 overall as well. Oh my days. He still gets the Golden Boot, but for a second I thought he had lost it, because it's tied with Salah on the same amount of goals. We're still gonna count it though, because they're both sharing the Golden Boot. Looking at our challenges, we're looking good for goals, trophies as well. But since we've won the Premier League, it might be time to move to another league so we can try and complete the every top 5 league challenge. The question is, do I want to pull the trigger now and submit a transfer request? Because like, this Man City team is crazy, and I think we can easily win another Champions League with them. But you know what? He's got his legacy at Man City already. Let's move elsewhere and try and win the Champions League with another club. The question is, which club can even afford Erling Haaland? Well, Barcelona, 243 million from Barca. And I think in real life, with Mbappe possibly joining Real Madrid, there have been some rumors about Haaland joining Barca, but of course Barca broke, so this is probably never happening in real life. But I think it might be the perfect club for Haaland to try and win the Champions League with, plus La Liga. We're doing it, guys. We're sending Erling Haaland to Barcelona for season 3. Yo, Barca still have Lewandowski, who's 85 rated, but Haaland's putting him straight into retirement, man. He's going right into that team. This Barca team is okay. There's no Pedri or Gavi. Oriol Romeo is the CDM. Oh no, what has Haaland joined? Okay, now I don't know if Haaland's made the right decision. And looking at the other side of the pond, Kylian Mbappe has joined Real Madrid. Okay, things have now gotten serious for Haaland. Time to see what he can do in La Liga. But first, we we've got the Ballon d'Or ceremony and Haaland and Mbappe are seated together, but Haaland still wins it. I kind of feel like Haaland has robbed this one because last season with City, if you remember, knocked out in the Champions League round of 16 while Mbappe reached the final. But we'll take it. Number 3 secured. Also, why aren't these guys wearing suits? I don't get it. Oh, but it's been a bit of a slow season for Haaland at just 29 goals. But that was enough for Haaland to win Golden Boot, so we'll take that. And La Liga as well. Oh my days, look at how close it was with Real Madrid. But in the Champions League, second in a group with Wolfsburg and Chelsea. Oh, knocking out Haaland's former team City, but then succumbing to Bayern Munich. Champions Leagues are not going well for Haaland. I know Haaland's been at Barca only for one season, but I'm starting to feel like this might not be the club for him to try and win the Champions League with. He's won La Liga here, so he can move on to a Bundesliga, a Liga, or a Serie A club. But we'll make that decision later, because it's 2026 and World Cup time. And yes, this time Norway have qualified for the World Cup. Haaland's on international duty. Oh, but his group stage run ends pretty quickly, finishing third. Well, Haaland still scored 3 goals at the World Cup. I guess we'll take that. But yeah, winning an international trophy is going to be so hard. Back to club football. Haaland's now 26. If we want to move, I think this would be a good season to do so. But you know what? We've only been at Barca for one season. Let's give it another shot. Over 70% of you guys watching my videos haven't subscribed. And I'd really appreciate if you could spare a minute and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. And yep, it's my goal to hit 2 million subscribers by the end of the year. So it would be awesome if you guys can help out. Bro, this is actually getting crazy now. Haaland's now won his 4th consecutive Ballon d'Or. And I think he had a pretty average season with Barca, to be honest. If he wins one more, that'll be a record for the most consecutive Ballon d'Ors. This is getting crazy. Oh, and this time Mbappe pips him to La Liga. And Barcelona knocked out by Inter. Haaland's up to a 96 overall, which is good. 31 goals this season as well. But it was not enough to win the Golden Boot. It's Kylian Mbappe who wins it. We're 4 seasons in. Haaland's stats are great. 140 goals, couple of different league titles. But I think we need to be winning more Champions Leagues. And for that, I think in Season 5, it's time to leave Barca. It's been a bit of an L joining this club. I mean, what else did I expect? Question is, who's gonna buy a 96 rated Haaland? Who's got the money for this? And by the way, we only want offers from Serie A, Bundesliga, or Liga clubs. Because yeah, we need to win every top 5 league. And okay, we do get an offer from Bayer Leverkusen. Are they gonna be as good as Bayern Munich? I mean, I don't think Haaland will win the Champions League there. This might be an offer we'll have to reject. I don't want to make another mistake like joining Barca, because we've not won the Champions League in a couple of years. And I'm so glad we rejected that, because Bayern Munich have come in with an offer for Haaland. Yeah, this is 100% one we need to accept. Although since Haaland's played at Dortmund before, playing for Bayern, to be fair, so many players have done it before him. And there you go, Haaland to Bayern Munich. It's time for him to conquer a new league. And remember, back when he was at Borussia Dortmund, never ended up winning the Bundesliga. So winning it with Bayern, I think, would be a pretty big deal. And I definitely think we made the right choice joining Bayern, because this team looks insane. Haaland's now 27, in his prime. Here at Bayern Munich, he's got to start winning multiple Champions Leagues. First, it's time for the Ballon d'Or ceremony. And no way, finally, Haaland's been beaten. Kylian Mbappe wins the Ballon d'Or. And I'm not surprised. He's had a way better season than Haaland. But that means Haaland won't be breaking Messi's consecutive Ballon d'Or record. I'm hoping this fires Haaland up, because he now needs to start winning the Champions League. No way, guys. Madrid knocked us out. And no way, Mbappe wins the Champions League. He had to sit by and watch Haaland win all those Ballon d'Ors. He's coming for revenge. Good thing is, we still got that Bundesliga title. That's the 3rd top 5 league done for Haaland. But again, goals-wise, getting outscored by Musiala. 29 goals. But Haaland does get the Golden Boot, because he's tied with Musiala and Evan Ferguson. We'll take that. It feels like ages since Haaland's won the Champions League. We're going to still keep him at Bayern. Hopefully next season's the one. First though, we've got the Euros. Norway and Haaland have actually got out of their group.
मेरे कैलकुलेशन के हिसाब से अभी हम लोगों को ना एक वैल्यू के साथ खेलना चाहिए.
On penalties, and they've knocked out Belgium in the semi-finals. This might be the best chance for Haaland to win an international trophy, but no, he lost the final. That is honestly brutal. And yo, Haaland didn't score a single goal at the Euros this time around. We came so close to completing the international trophy challenge for Haaland, but we're gonna have to keep trying again and again. But now, with club football, Haaland's 97 rated. He had a bit of a stinker last time around. His rival Mbappe was just falling out.
Valorant
Oh,
वालों
and there's
ने
more
एक
pain
ये
for
डाला
Haaland
था,
as it's in.
क्लिप डाला था उसमें टेंस भाई तो रोने आ गया भाई। वो लोग फुटबॉल खेल रहे थे, ठीक है, फुटबॉल खेल रहे थे। वो वाला क्लिप कहाँ पे है? वो इसको देखो, वो वाला क्लिप इन्होंने ही डाला ना, कहाँ पे डाला था क्या मालूम भाई। उसमें वो लोग फुटबॉल खेल रहे थे भाई, क्या मालूम किसने डाला था, लेकिन भाई सब लाउड वाले इतने मचा रहे थे ना उसमें। रुको भाई पहले ये करने दो, यही है हु सकले
the jet on this map.
Well, this is the thing. Last time they faced each other, Mike, Sentinels did come out on top. You think history is repeating itself?
Sentinels
I feel, yeah, we were talking about this before.
Solo controller
it's going to be
खेल
a
रही है।
long, drawn-out affair here. I think with that start, it's just so hard. Loud ones, time and time again, we say they're never out of a series. They're never out of a map. I'm just not seeing it again today. It's another concerning look at. You know, in ability, I mean, even there.
John Cutie Ninja Turtle.
Talking about the adaptations that Sen made. I don't feel like they made
क्यों खेल रहा है? नहीं देखा भाई मैंने।
no approach
हो
to
सकले।
really disrupt.
Loud without आसपास is mid. भाई फिर भी यहाँ तक आई है।
They do look so good, but you guys at home voted, and you think that this is going to go the distance, and I have faith in the Mastercard fan poll. But the question is, Brad and Saito, do you guys have faith in
आसपास सब कुछ होता तो अभी कहाँ पे आसपास नहीं है ना यहाँ पे।
I'm praying. I'm on my knees here praying. So I'm not going to lie.
What?
I want a close game. I want something that's not going to be so lopsided between these two teams. We can certainly hope so. You know, the last time these two teams tackled each other on Icebox.
लेना क्यों नहीं लेते कोई? लेते हैं भाई।
Both of these
कल
teams
बाइंड पे लिया था।
very, very good fundamentally. Attack sides with their comps.
Let's go!
I want to see some fight back now from Loud.
I actually think that Sen's composition is extraordinarily good against Louds too. It's just that Sen haven't worked on this map as much as some of the others in their pool. And if they've used this time accurately,
कैसा?
then maybe
एक बुलेट में कैसा मारा?
incredible map win.
एक बुलेट?
That's not going to help. Sassy going down there at the start of the round. You know, he's a really important piece of the puzzle in terms of getting the plants down.
It's a massive one with less coming that early.
पैटर मत करो साइड में बहुत मारूंगा।
And Loud expect this to be a re-hit. And they won't really know otherwise until the alarm bot takes contact. And at that point, it's kind of too late. Sadak doesn't have nanoswarms to deny.
Alright, Sentinels यहाँ पे पूरा B खेल रही है और
Mushrooms playing anti. Where's the follow-up? There is none. Just rips away to it.
ट्रेड लेने के लिए आया उसको भी भर दिया, लेकिन jumping अच्छा sorry second
still.
Jumping.
Himself.
4v2 है भाई लोग 4v2 ये तो राउंड नहीं जीत सकती सेंटिनल्स ये तो राउंड नहीं जीत सकती सेंटिनल्स ये तो राउंड नहीं जीत सकती
Can't let this one slip now, Loud.
पैरों के नीचे
good for the damage. Tens
मारा
forced out wide. Tens! You can't be getting away with this, son. Surely not needs. Doesn't even matter. Sadak pushed forward.
Tens, bro. Bro, what the fuck, man? Tens.
Sadak there to give Sadak 2 kills was about the only way that Sen could have messed up what was happening. Not that it's their fault. They didn't know where exactly he was positioned. But for Tens to recover that, he has to take
the goal
there as he crosses.
He wins those. My God.
Yeah, he's forced to take fights.
My God.
Unbelievable.
Tens gaming whitey.
When he's not forced to be the entry player, to have all of that extra mental bandwidth being taxed, the rifling's just been superb.
Player's going to be dropping plan online here for Sassy.
Now look at this high tide. It's not going to have an influence in this round, but I do like how Loud are using it. They throw it out from 2Es when he's playing over towards Snowman, and it's going to let them play between the Viper wall and the high tide to break the wingman, to deny the plant, to fight more aggressively. I think that could be crucial once we get onto some of the rifle rounds, but there is no danger here. Sen have just taken a very clean B exec.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, Tens, he should be trying to hunt. Yeah, you see him swap the weapon.
Yeah. Offloading it in exchange there. Does want to go hunting. 2 years. Top of the bridge, brings him down. Still one step closer. That's what matters.
It's a fairly important denial, though. If Tens had access to that ult at the start of the round, things would get quite difficult for Loud. The attack side on Icebox can be very potent. And the thing is, Loud's composition doesn't actually have great ways of disrupting you when you go for that. It doesn't have the ability to, you know, flash repeak from yellow or on pipes on A, that kind of thing, which teams like Gen G have done so much work integrating those micro plays on the defense.
A little bit of proactive fighting over.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why we saw the attack side be so good for both of these teams, is that Sen hadn't really built out those defensive plays, and Loud's comp it kind of relies on playing retake, which is easier to deny.
So the purpose of that Dizzy is just to spot if a player is aggressive up through B, but the Cascade blocks it anyway. Don't know if that's even been noted. I mean, bonus round here for Sen, all grouped up.
And not really an opportunity here for TenZ to be able to get the ult online, I don't think. Instead, looking more like a standard A exec. Now, TenZ is getting in position for this flash Dizzy combo that Gen G were using. It's so good.
Yeah, choose to break it. You're going to be staying right into the sun. The flash goes off. Plan. Now here for Sassy. Util a little bit delayed. So yep, it's down, close to the quarters. Down underneath rafters. Kawazine wins his one out versus second. Still, gets to the position for it. And TenZ is starting to use his ult now for this. Making sure that they can't use any of that post-plant util. Keen and eager to take the fight. He's ripped Kawazine's head clean off. Over the top of the ropes, this is a real dangerous situation. Scenario, flash, peek. The rest of his team sets them up, but no real casualties. Now QCK finally, abilities back online. Dash, backing away, gets the one. Needs to clear the corner here, but he's just really struggling. Wading out wide here. Having a defuse from Sadek, pushed back and away. And a wide tip tap and a face there from the Loud players remaining just in time.
Very nice patience there from Loud. Didn't get caught by the flash re-clear, but I can see that Sen are starting to add more stuff into their playbook. I mean, that flash Dizzy combo is so good. The pathing that the Dizzy takes and the way that the flash pops catches so much of the area. And Loud had to wait a long time to get that high tide and the cove back online, and then played with each other really well to stop some of this momentum from Sen.
Calm the mollies. We really need to calm the mollies.
Okay, there we go. Zekken looking for a readjustment early. And these players are smart. They understand what the issues are. Kaplan's talked about it so much.
Potential off the charts here, but clear understanding of what is really going wrong for them. Knife not broken. Tags onto 2.
Yeah, that's going to create a serious threat, though. See how 2E's is using his high tide to make it difficult for Sen to clear out that area, unless he's pushing up on the other wing of the map.
He's got walkabouts. Overstep himself, waiting for the high tide to now fade. So he's going to be using again. Flash Dizzy, dash forwards from Zekken. Make sure to clear all that space. If somebody was holding that aggressively, it would have been mince meat. But now, once they've gained control of B main, what's going to be the call? Maybe to go back into Zelsis?
Yeah, I mean, they either needed to hit B quickly there or go back over towards A, because if they wait enough time for 2E's high tide to come back, which it now is, it's much more difficult to get the plant down and get Sassy his ult. Drone is going to confirm. I think that a lot of these players have left the area. Does it catch? Oh, yeah, just
does.
Onto Zekken.
Zekken is looking like the fox in the pen, but with him notified now, he's really just caught.
He is, but he's going to be distracting and pulling people away for quite a while.
He's got 3 on him. Here we go. Coming through there. Dizzy firing a blind shot off, but it actually didn't trigger onto Les. Nano Sword.
That's so much damage.
My God, yeah. TenZ lucky to be alive, facing top rafters Sadak. Taken out
and
cleanly.
They don't
TenZ
have
going to be in a 4 position here because he is so low. Might be able to get a 1 and done.
And Sassy, with that ult plant, Wingman got
Icebox, nobody
to break
actually.
that out from though. There wasn't anybody waiting available, but still, like you said, the Thrash is now online. Sassy lets it loose, the movement clean, jiggling with it. Entertainment not quite online here. Now a bit of pace injected back into the thing. See it Loud using that util. All available for them, but it's a crossfire setup of Sentinels and they punish that swing and wide face out. Great with the movement and patience with the aim. Cooling down the weaponry enough to take out QCK. Over on the top of the rope, Zelsis, he's hungry for this kill. He's hungry for it. Building up towards it, but okay, Les just a better player on the day.
But a sad situation for him to be in. He was the player pushed the furthest forward on A, last to fall. Everybody crumbling around him. I just want to go back a little bit to their communication from the previous round. Sen were calming, or Zekken specifically was saying, calm the mollies. And the reason that's so important in this composition is because players need to be able to hide. Players need to be able to hide and not have to face and break cove and fight while the mollies are online. Yeah. They need to force Loud to bring the fight to them if the spike is safe. And so getting that timing correct is really important. against what Loud have.
Quick money here, QCK, 3K in the bank. Looks like he's trying to save the operator, but for now the Sheriff will have to, and it will. Sassy, dusted, taken the hell out. Deep Knife clears yellow, but really, they've got nothing to try and cross and take control of B main here. Just putting that emphasis here towards the section, vacuuming up the orbs to defend this gun as well.
Loud are looking for information. Sen have been mixing up whether they rotate, whether they re-hit, and you can see Loud here just trying to figure out, is it correct to stack onto B? QCK looking to explore through mid. They think it's a re-hit. They're keeping players on this site.
Might be some serious danger here. I mean, 2 years just holding onto the high tide's wall. There, flasher into the back. Dart, oh my. They knew exactly the position that was coming from, so Kawasi didn't really stand a chance up with the armor. Draft dashing away. Second survives. Flank attempt from QCK. Oh my goodness.
Has anyone heard that? Tens is watching, but
Tens was watching.
They're going to get distracted.
They are distracted now. The pressure really being applied. It's less here, and QCK for the cleanup. John QT is there with a trade, but 1 versus 3 now. Diffuse online for 2 years. It's not going to be pushed away from this one. There's no more utility left available for them. So a thrifty round for Loud. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, that is just in time. What we saw on Split was the economy just getting ruined for Loud over and over. They could never build up a bank to work with. They're going to call a timeout after winning this round as well, which is a bit bizarre. Maybe the timeout...
Probably queued a little bit earlier.
Yeah, probably queued before they won the round. Yeah. But QCK opened this up with a beautiful Sheriff shot and then closed the entire thing too. The Cloudburst to make sure that nobody caught him getting past the alarm bot. And often that kind of thing is going to get heard. But in this situation, gets away with it.
Like John Cuda was mentioning, it's the tiny things, the tiny differences, the minutiae to watch for.
Yeah, and also QCK being able to give them the confidence to stay on B by taking that mid-round timing and taking the risk to re-explore through mid. And it is a risk, you know. He's only one man in that kind of situation. So now, what allowed looking to readjust? Can they take any lessons from winning that round? I think one of them would be, you know, trying to fight before Sen have utility setups, because QCK was able to manage that. And he's looked fairly good in the games of Icebox that they've played, despite people doubting his jet ability. And the other big takeaway, I think, from that is trying to look for mid-round information so your stacks are correct.
Maybe might see some signs of that proactivity from Loud being called. Like you said, just trying to gather, gain some of that mid-round information, but the comp isn't really too suited for it. I mean, you've only got the Sober as your initiator.
Yeah, you really have to do it by pushing into areas. And again, you don't really have the ability to flash re-clear spots on defense, so it can be very tough. You kind of have to double up, triple up, walk areas. That's got its own danger. So both teams on opposite sides of the map here to start this next round. 4 players grouped up on defense on A, just pushing QCK into an aggressive angle.
I mean, this is excellent for him.
Yeah, but I mean, Sen are nowhere near.
Still, he's going to be telling his team to over-rotate. Get your asses into mid, get your asses into gear, because it's leaning over towards a B hit.
Yeah, and Loud have actually finessed this. Lovely. I mean, they've managed to get into a position where Sen weren't comfortable going for the early round timing, and now Loud have stacked it for the mid-round timing. And on top of that, QCK's watching in case things rotate back towards A.
He's in a really good spot. Drone. Oh, maybe just catching tail end of somebody.
I think they've got all the info they need, though.
Yeah, they have. With QCK pushed up deep like this, and look at it, you can just tell from the stack. Already protocols in play. Molly forward, Zekin just tanks it. Half his HP just removed, but they weren't expecting it. Still, Loud with all the kills. 2 versus 3. Sassy almost being taken out. Has to back his way to safety here. Fast flank of QCK. Might be causing some issues a little bit later into things. Now he's going to be notifying his presence, at least with the removal of that turret attack from Sadak. He's hoping that forces them out wide. Don't know if they could have took a glimpse of that one. Still 10 HP. Leave it just to Zelsis. Kova. There's no real chances here. There's no real chances. Maybe managed to get the second, but no. Full stick there from Sadak.
I think Loud's defense on B looks way better than their defense on A, personally. Especially coming out of the Loud Gen G game, that was my big takeaway. I think Loud's protocols for dealing with B hits like this are actually real nice. Yeah, they missed Zekken, but they keep good snowman control. They fight from kitchen. They have good crossfires on people. Look at how Sadak, playing around orange, is able to pick up Zekken. I think Sen should be quite cautious if they're sending B hits over and over and over. The A side of the map does look more of a weakness for Loud. They tend to play it for retake more often. The flash dizzy combo on A is just more powerful in my opinion. And Sen are going to have opportunities then to fight aggressive in the post plant to stop Loud coming back in for the retake. I think you're definitely seeing that there are many more opportunities for Loud to get wins here on Icebox than we saw on Split. Right? Split from Sen is perfection, but not every map is up to that kind of caliber. And Loud are finding those ways of stopping Sen going for these hits. Now they've knocked the economy in the other direction. Did Sen even have a single eco round on Split? I don't think they
feel
did.
Like it.
They won the pistol both times, and then they just dominated the game. So I think this might be their first one.
Drop down to it. A couple of decisions to be made here because they do have money for potential investment of one rifle or so. Looks like John QT is the one who's bought that one up. Might get sold, but it looks like they should have money to spare if it goes poorly. And whatever's been called, we're probably not going to be seeing signs of it just yet. Not in this round with the weaker guns, but you know, Sen might start playing towards some of the orbs, try and earn up some big ults. Celsius will probably earn his after he goes down to a player.
And look at Loud setting up the same kind of thing. 4 players A at the beginning to post up some.
Oh, QCK messed that up actually.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say to post somebody up really deep so they have good information, and yet that 4-player stack now just has to kind of chill and reset. But Sen are not going for anything too aggressive at the beginning of the round. They're worried. As soon as 2Es puts up this high tide, it makes it feel like there's many players ready to fight B. Even though we can see it was only 2Es at home.
Just one Dizzy clearing away. Sassy on away now from the ult. Knife being broken. Loud should have the protocols for this, but still Zekken with knives is a very dangerous target. Tagged up by the drone. Has to respect it now. Has to back away. Celsius dropped on the other section of the map, the other side of things. Still with that plant down.
They're pitting.
They are going to be pitting, committing into this one. This is interesting. I mean, even though the money is a little bit wild still, now the lockdown being invested. I mean, that is absolutely crazy stuff still. Maybe feeling like it's necessary now. John QT getting into this spot and this position on top of it. Can't break it down, so detained and dealt with. Big committed with the ultimates here on either side, but it's Loud winning out. 4 players surviving.
Yeah, I think both ults that were used there probably should have been saved for another round, but the problem is the kills came through so quick, so close to the ults being invested. I think John didn't quite realize that he was in such a player disadvantaged situation when he decided to pit. And likewise with Sadak just deciding to send that one, make sure that they get the streak online. So now we go into a rifle round. Celsius ultimate, super powerful. If they can get up onto pipes.
And there should be the round what the timeout was scored for at least. Adjustments there with a deep knife. Now very heavy emphasis and presence being shown by Sen. Sassy. Thrash movement. Looking elite. Looking to clear out the side as well for the rest of his team. Look at that. Skipping and hopping over around the side. Cowers it. He's been caught. Do they want to dive and dash onto this one? Now Sadak is his bodyguard. Doesn't... Sentinels over.
Has a wallbang angle here.
Yeah, it's a wallbang angle with a pit drop down on top of it. Lockdown though should push him out of position. Potentially it to clear, but Les might just go down with the ship. He might just opt to getting detained. QCK is wrapped all the way behind him, and yeah, he will get detained just so that this pit stays. Somebody spammed onto the top right of his position, dropping down. Crucial kill here onto the flank. Celsius cleans that one up, so no gaps now left into the play. Hunter's Fury offloaded. Really just going to be utilized to try and push at these players from Loud into these forward positions. And they have managed to even it up ever so slightly, but still a player disadvantage. Molly waiting for it to fade with Mosh down now. Dizzy on top of it with the Cove. Now stacking up all together. Post-plant utility should be good enough here for Sentinels. Our players realize it. They're the ones who have to make the moves forwards. Kawazine and 2 years. That is just disgusting.
How did they fucking throw this round?
Sen were running out of post-plant utility, sure, but they still had a crossfire from 3 different areas that they could have set up.
There's no way.
And yet through the high tide, through 2Es' util, Kawazine The hero for Loud in map 1, though the efforts didn't get him anywhere. This time putting rounds on the board. Yeah, Kaplan's going to be annoyed about that, but I don't really think that Sen misplayed it too much. Kawanzin just hit some really nice counter spam through the high tide and then got a sick shot on a jump peak.
Yeah, sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.
Loud. Really creeping forwards with this lead here.
Yeah, look at how mobile they are with QCK's positioning. He gets another one. That's excellent.
Yeah, okay.
They played him over towards A. Last round he walked down Tube. This time he's over towards B. So difficult to predict.
Middle over to no command. Plant. Oh, hello. Counter spam. Kawazine dropped. Still have to worry about this operator.
That was actually through mid.
No
way!
Ted's dropped to his knees. There's no chance in hell he's being picked up.
God damn.
Now, plenty of time and space brought for the rest of these Loud boys to really get into the action. Auxiliaries are here. Wide face by Zelsis. Traded though. Dropped down. And John QT again isolated in this 1 versus 2 position. Familiar scenes for him. The reload surely going to be heard. And yes, Les is very quick onto the angle with the punish.
What a round from QCK. Very similar to the Thrifty that got them started on this map. Takes an early angle, hits the shot, and then he's there to punish. This is now 5 in a row for Loud to really get the gears going.
I was talking about the attack side for both of these teams being good, but I mean, so far it's clearly Loud are the ones who have stepped up.
Of course.
Won't go quietly into the night. That is a disgusting shot. QCK with his op.
Zekin's Achilles heel.
Yeah. Barely tagging onto him.
So Loud, they have found something that's worked, which is QCK's op, and now they've given it to Kawanzin.
Just to mix it up. If QCK gets spotted now, still, it's rattled off the shots. End up using the dash. Why has that kill come from? I mean, Les, this is literally the same as what he did in the pistol round. I mean, he went for this aggressive push on that initial round, man. He's taking matters into his own hands. Does not care. Damn! 3 fall.
What a beautiful bait and switch setup from Kawanzin and Les as well.
Oh, well,
such an unusual one with the silver opping.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a Loud that is very, very angry.
Yeah.
Pod and poke the bear.
And frankly, it wasn't necessary for Les to go and do that. When they've already won 5 rounds in a row and the game plan's working, does Les need to force those fights and take the 1v1s? No, but he's Les. He's Les. He does just have these moments where he decides to take over a game, and he's been pushing up on A looking for that duel, but Zelsis has not been giving it to him. No. If they're B defaulting and they leave Zelsis with the Killjoy utility on A, Zelsis plays it really safe. And John just took a jiggle there and decided he liked the idea of stepping up. I don't know why you would. 12 and 3 less.
This guy, I mean, he gets sorely underestimated by a variety of people coming into it. I mean, he doesn't play the most flashy roles, but you can't deny his individual talent, his skill.
And now Sen on a weird buy, looking like they want to just set up for that default A hit. Get 10s up over on 2 pipes, where he's got that flash angle.
Turret broken in mid.
Oh, the flash.
To this.
Actually, not in the right spot.
Really deep flash now. I mean, Les decided to take the re-peek. Dizzy shot fired straight into the wall there. Zekin wins it out though. Molly's dealt with. Accounted for. Now you're going to see it. The Reckoning pressing forwards with the advantage that they've got. Loud, not giving up any space. They want to take it right back away from them. And already you can see it, that deep position. The weaker guns and weaponry still. Maybe Sen could make something of it. Again, the triangle of death set up. This time though, Thrash taking that first contact. Zelsis winning that fight. The adjustment and snap to the side. And retaking now with this operator just becomes a dire situation. And Zelsis is running a mockery over them. Taking liberties when he's on low HP. Because why not? He can do it. Not planted for Sassy. Tapping. Sadak over and around. Spotted. 1. Sassy dropped. Sadak now, but time surely working against in the jump spot. The jiggle, John QT trying to gamble and dice with Dev himself here all the way through. That is immaculately played.
John with another clutch. So similar to his situation on Split where we saw him play against Kawanzin and Les. Beautifully done there. But I do think overall Sen are giving Loud way too much space in these post plans. If Zelsis hadn't been able to get those 2 kills and open things up, I think Sen might have been in trouble again. Most teams when they play against the Harbor Viper,
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
they're trying to get aggressive in post-plant situations and stop them before they get into retake spots. Senna backing off and trying to play post-plant utility. But if they can secure this round, it's looking good. Double orb, QCK and Kawan team.
Kidding me. You are kidding me. Top of the rafters. QCK is obviously on the other side of the map, just trying to lock down at B angle, but the lockdown now indicates everything, or at least it should.
Another problem with this composition, you have no way of dealing with the lockdown. You don't have molly lineups.
Backing out no detainment. Fast with the high tide. Cuts this one up. Mosh pit into the back now. This time Sen fighting too. And nail! But you're up against Cowards in John QT. Where's he pulled that one from? Out of nowhere! On top of the ropes, the pit has been earned. 88 health to his name. He just needs to survive. The spray down, and he's already hunting them down.
John QT.
Ace on the cars. The crowd wants it. The people are chanting. QCK spotted out wide. Will his team give him anything? Not quite. Still, around earned, around gained, and Sen will be happy with that. That's a salvage situation. When his heart was looking so damn poor.
And round 11, round 12. The player to salvage it is John. What a beautiful spray transfer there. And then getting the third on the rope too. All coming off the back of winning the 1v1 clutch. To get Sen up to 4, well, he's done it to get him to 5.
That's crazy stuff. Honestly, a really competitive map overall. I believe we've got a special guest down on the floor as well. Let's send it down for an interview.
Hey guys, I am here right now with Coriano. Coriano, what's up? How are you liking Masters Madrid?
Masters Madrid is awesome. I mean, I'm really cheering for Loud. I arrived 2 days ago and I'm enjoying the city.
Of course, right? And how do you feel about this rematch? What are you expecting from Loud?
Sentinels is a very strong team. They beat us on VCT America, so I'm hoping for a really close match. We weren't able to show our game on the first map, but we are trying our best on the second one.
Of course, excited for that comeback. Now, what's this I hear that you bought every single VCT bundle? Is that correct?
Yes, is that true?
Oh my gosh. Okay, now I have to ask you, what's your top 3? And you can't say Loud.
Okay, I really like Talon, G2, and also Cloud9 one.
Oh, okay. That's a healthy representation. I like those picks. Now, last but not least, can you give a quick shout out to the fans? Maybe get them to buy some Loud bundles. How about that?
Yeah, sure. First of all, buy Loud bundle. And thank you guys for cheering for Loud. It's a close match. We are top 4. Last Masters, we weren't really great, but I hope this one we can get the title.
All right, you heard it from Coriano. Let's get back into the game and let's get loud.
Bundles, man. I mean, I will say about Loud, they do have one of the only, like, proper green bundles, if you like the color green. So they got that going for them.
Yeah, if you're a fan of green, any eco-friendly people out there?
Yeah. I mean, money, other substances that we won't mention. If you're a fan of any of that, listen, maybe the Loud bundle. But listen, 7 to 5. Important pistol round coming up.
Yeah, a very. Honestly, a huge one. And Sen have won every pistol so far in this series. So if they're able to get another one on the board here, that's just been such a phenomenal advantage for them to work with the entire time. Les, he's picked up a Sheriff. Loud are one of the teams that buy Sheriffs the most in these pistol situations. Often there's 2 players on the team with them.
Just trying to take those long-range fights, Celsius. In prior rounds, teammates dancing and dicing with death, but with that jiggle, always a chance, isn't it, that it goes poorly. He's going to be backing his way up to kitchen.
The reclear here from Sassy and Zekken. They had a cascade in their face early on, and now they've realized that that was fake pressure. A good gamble to take. And they've got a little bait and switch set up here. Kind of blocked by the wall, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be any swings coming out for here. Sassy needs to get one, but yeah, like I said, no trade in sight. Zekken, dash, activated.
Yeah, that's just wasted. And he was expecting more pace towards that. Sadak's called that pause in the round.
And holding for a repush.
Yeah, I mean, Zekken's already re-cleared this area once in the round. Loud are ready for it.
Zekken's now going to be pushing to this one and done angle. Now that the dash that we talking about prior is gone. Loud, what do they have to clear this one? Bodies might do it. Surely, Ghost moment. Not getting away with too much more still. 1 for 1. Drop down, Celsius. Taking up space back towards the backside of yellow. Might need some supportive util though, and Tens is the one holding it. So flash, repeat, timing, needs it now, needs help right now, and he's got it. The follow through from the rest of them. Those reinforcements, jump, spot, and peek. Less, he's taking them all out. 7 seconds remaining. Molly has to stick it through here for Sadak with that plan. It's the only way he goes down to it. And it leaves it just up to Less. 1 versus 1. Viper versus Viper.
They should know that Less is this week. This Sentinels Classic could do work here.
Time to put it to the test. Lot to clear though for John QT. Thankfully, he's got a bit of time on his side. Contacting, spots it. That's now going to be dropping. Orb propped up. How does John choose to play it? Here's those shots. Spots it out on the right-click business. Done and dusted. Wipe your hands of that one. Pistol round here for Sentinels.
Did not look good for them in the beginning of this round.
Did not.
And Celsius has pulled it back with some great supportive utility coming through from Tens. Sen really abusing the slower pace of Loud there. Loud had multiple opportunities in the round where they could have gone forwards as a team and cleared out a solo player on B. Because they took so long dealing with Zekken, and I mean this util also perfection. Putting pressure on the clock. But yeah, because they took so long dealing with Zekken, that allowed Celsius to tuck into yellow.
Nice!
And like I said, Bren, this is 4 out of 4 pistols, 1 for Sentinels. And this is going to get them back into this map. It's an enormous advantage, especially because it offers you opportunities to keep that momentum going with a bonus.
Clear ideas. Very clear ideas. I mean, here, Zekken, Outlaw. Sees the jump, spots, just baited out for the shot wide, and QCK just didn't really realize that he was already pushed up on that left-hand side, so he's earned himself an upgrade.
Yeah, nobody for Zekken to play off. That's a really bold angle. He was expecting Loud to be playing more slowly.
Sadak not willing to give away his life to the Molly once more for the plan, so but that util out.
2 of these players will die to a one-shot from the elbow.
They're not watching for it. Over the top there, that's the ghost gameplay occurring right now. Out wide, Tens seeking to reclaim a bit of that territory, a bit of that ground, and he has slowed it down enough for the spike to be dropped down, but it is a 2 versus 3. This is the danger zone right now. The verge of getting thriftied. Like you said, a single shot will do it. You've essentially handed over the operator to QCK.
Yeah. It looks like a save, to be honest, but they're still going to try and fight over it. Wow. There are still opportunities and danger here.
You slipped them up.
Tens is making an enormous wraparound, unless it's gone into Snowman. This is such a bizarre round.
And John QT's backs to the wall, all about the timing. No way! As Lesser finds it. And the gamble, the wraparound here of Tens has to pay off. It has to pay off massively, but it's not going to be planted out wide. Less does he even acknowledge it. The reload is heard here. Close quarters again. Cuts it up into the angle. 1 versus 1, but it really should never have been here in the first place. Knife tags it. Knows the rock positioning as the wall fades. The head is collected.
That is a crucial one for Tens to win. What a play. I mean, both Less and Tens getting value out of the play that they went for. But for Tens to go for that flank all the way through mid, wrapping back around quietly the whole time, and not have clock pressure because of John being able to deny the plant, and the spike went walkabouts into Snowman. Could not have gone better, the timing in that round for Tens.
Crazy round.
One suppressed.
And despite Sen winning, that follow-up round, it was really expensive. Yes, they carried a 1 rifle through, but they're opting to just take a full eco.
Nice! Yeah. And so, a really bizarre start to this half.
Yeah. Sen
win the pistol. You expect them to get up the momentum that they have done on every other half that we've watched so far. And instead, they're taking an eco after winning the round.
That needs to be dealt with here. Oof. What a snap to the side. QCK deleted off the face of the map. It is responded in kind here. Sadak cheeky there with the peeks over the top here. Just trying to play on top of 410. Drops down the Nana Swarms, making sure that nobody can play forwards. He does have the spike. Let's get this plan down.
A little bit of damage done, but not too bad. Yeah. Love that cove too. You can plant in a number of positions where it's very helpful. And Lauda looking to try to play a little further forwards than we saw from the post plants of Sentinels. You know, fighting on top of 410 with 2Es ready to swing. They've got 2 layers to this, really.
Oh, deactivated. Knife cooldown. A lot of util offloaded from Sen just to try and clear that back at the side, but again, time is of the essence, and with the Nanoswarm deaded already, it's running out wildly. It's not a luxury they have whatsoever. No one's even forcing a tap onto the spike here. There's a gap into the wall. Tens out wide and open.
They don't realize there's a gap on the wall.
Sadak, what are you getting away with?
Shooting fish in a barrel. You can see Sen had no idea there that Sadak could see the spike. I mean, it turns red when it's being diffused. Sadak knows exactly where it's being diffused from. Bump. Headshots. And the fact that Loud were given those kills towards the end, and this has been a bit of a stretched out beginning to the half, they're building up to some big ultimates.
Yes, they are.
The Harbor ult is excellent for being able to take more aggressive control of a site. You know, if you're Sen here cooking up a game plan, I think you want to be going for like flash reclears to disrupt this before the big execute comes through. Maybe that's what Sen are planning with both of the flash initiators and Zekken playing A. But at the moment, 2E's heading B for that classic cascade at the start of the round.
The only turret broken. Now Loud regrouping over towards A.
And this is where I'd love to see Zekken posted up on pipes and trying to get some kind of flash aggression going. Because I think if you give space to Loud, this execute is going to be difficult to hold on against.
Drone going to be heard. One tag down to Sassy, backs him away. Top belts seen and spotted. Dash to get himself out of there. Reckoning now will clear the way through for the rest of Loud to follow all the way through. Stuns, probably being respected. I mean, Zekken is just trying to really get the most out of it there, and he is finally punished. So, no command, fast, off the rip, pushing forward. So they're going to expect this. QCK is already behind the man, already behind him, playing up with the rest of his team.
What the fuck?
3 players fall just like that, dropped to the ground, to your knees, if you are Tens in this case, and Celsius, poor Celsius. 1v4, last one left. Decision being made for him, really. Has to be the save, just has to do some exit damage, but even economical damage doesn't do that much.
No, it doesn't. I mean, Loud are building up a nice economy. They've got a great game plan, and Sen are not playing disruptively enough. Loud are just getting to play their own tempo, their pace. They could never really get a grapple on that on split. They were always trying to force fights in mid, and Sen were never letting them. That time, the patience and the slow play really rewarded Sen. But on this map, I feel like they need to be getting a little more up in Loud's face, trying to utilize the strengths of this composition, which are the flashes to go for those mid-round reclear timings. But when Loud are given space, you see how difficult it was, though Zekken tried for him to get a timing around the Harbor ult there. And then when Loud are set up in these aggressive post-plant spots, their players, they can shoot, man. They can shoot. The buy in this round, very similar to round 15. You know, everyone on pistols apart from one player with a rifle.
So with the money chunked down, in theory, you're expecting Loud again to just keep stringing these rounds together. Danger starts building. Hello. Through the wall just in case, but Dash to respect it. But the trouble is here, I mean, Loud, you got to think, going to be probably able to get themselves a plan.
Only Zekken's seen both times, even though there's a stack here.
There's a flash re-peek as well with a Dizzy, but the wall in their face as well. It just gives that covering fire for Sadak. Beams him through, not too sure how that kill was found. Sadak, at least Sassy with this reposition. Close now, tries to face it. Again, there's just too many numbers to overcome. The advantage is Loud here. I mean, they've just picked them apart. It's methodical in nature. As I was saying earlier, I mean, it earns them up to a couple of key ultimates. Lockdown now for Sadak to use for the next.
Yeah, and sometimes it can be such flowchart Valorant on this map.
Yeah.
Because if the defenders can't get in a good position to disrupt what you're doing, we saw it from Fnatic when they dominated this map, you know, in times gone by. But the attack side, you have the opportunity to go and take a little bit of space and use big ults like Sadak's Lockdown to really give yourself a free post-plant situation. And that's where you need to see Sen fighting a little more for some space. I think this is another round where the same concept applies. Sentinels are going to take a timeout here, and Zekken's already picked up the operator. Still got, you know, time to get rid of it if it doesn't fit the game plan that they want to go towards. But I think getting Zekken posted up in some aggressive areas would be decent. But it's also kind of difficult to go for any mid-round re-aggression with an operator. It's more that you take a line at the start of the round or something like that. It's certainly possible, But, you know, there's two key areas, if you're thinking from Sentinel's perspective here, that Sadak would want to be using the ult. One is over towards B main, and the other is over towards pipes. And so having some setups that could deal with those, yeah, might end up being really crucial.
Just trying to think one step ahead, right?
Yeah, yeah. And of course, you know, Sadak, he's a good enough IGL that coming out of a timeout like this, he might decide not to use an ult play whatsoever from the strat book, and he might just send it with, like, I don't know, 3 players pushing mid or something, you know, really to just try to mess with what Sen are expecting.
Right here.
So we're going to see Recon deep with the Cascade to try to push away anybody that might be playing aggressive over towards B, and that is where Zeken's got the Operator.
Look at how hard this is for Zeken to get value with the Operator. I mean, these smokes in his face. QCK, he's already pushed up onto the left-hand approach.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
You can't watch everything at once.
The Cascade now over towards A might give Zeken the idea that, you know, only the Lurker is here, so he could be a bit more bold with it. I believe Sadak was just caught by the knife. No, I don't think he was, actually. So he's going to be able to get this lockdown off.
Spike's dropped down in mid. Trying to fake presence here, except with 3 players right behind him, it's going to feel very real. Still Zeken, will he be dislodged from this forward position? He's the one who's going to be trying to gather this information. Does
allowed
the gamble?
Allowed overcooking this a little? Using the lockdown for the fake when they have the full A site?
It's if Zeken, really. It's on him, because the Loud players are now going to be walking and wading right into that Corsair. Dart forward, misses the shot. Now he has to really just use those smokes to evacuate and escape the ire of Loud. They're already fast onto the approach, but
They're
back away. Yeah, they're going back to A.
Sadak's like, guys, there's no one here.
Look at this guy. Look at the position. You practically expect him to be a defender with this spot.
30 seconds
Forwards,
left.
though, with the smokes. Elsis can't adjust it. Can't snap to it. QCK drops him. And this is real chaos and pandemonium being strewn into the round. You don't expect this. Patience played all the way through. Thrash out wide. And they're just shooting bullets. It's easy targets all about. Boundless right now for Les. The rest of his crew.
10 seconds left.
The free plants.
Spike planted.
And there's nothing you could do. Not with the retake to the Operator.
Yeah, not unless Zeken's able to get a freebie in a situation like that. It just looks very difficult from Sentinel's perspective for them to get any kind of foothold in a round like this one. So I certainly don't think the round was game planned like that, right? It looked like it was intended to be an A fake that you end up hitting B. But the audible call, does Sadak just realize that he had all the space in the world?
I can't believe it. I mean, how did he get himself up there?
Yeah, I mean, he just wandered in.
Top left rafters.
He wandered in, takes the rope, jumps onto rafters.
Yeah.
He's got a great spot. But also, Sen unaware that a Lurker could have taken that positioning, right? Tens walks through, Sassy's using Thrash. They don't think about, are they ending A here because there's a Lurker giving them that info?
Just let them try to catch me.
And Loud, they are pulling away. Looking better here on
30
Icebox.
seconds left.
Which is really good to see, because Split was unbelievably one-sided. But of course, you've got to look and frame this in
11 to
context. This
7.
is probably the second worst map that Sen have in their pool.
Yeah, they don't have many of them, do they?
No.
Through the cracks here.
So, you know, for them to still be keeping it somewhat competitive, not bad.
It's not bad at all. But Loud, got their sights set though on his next few rounds. Make sure they can lock this map up. Easy peasy. Now for Sentinels, they've had to really be forced into a purchase around the 2 guns that they have saved. So it's just Guardians online, or at least for Zelsis. Presence now towards it. One more earn towards the Reckoning.
This is where Zeken was positioned in the previous round. He's got the Operator over on A.
Clear. Just with the Dizzy, there's really nothing else behind it. No flash re-clear. Just the one bit of util. It was broken almost immediately with the slowed down approach, John.
Yeah, at least they're trying to find the timings to go for that kind of thing, but just throwing the single Dizzy, it doesn't have the same impact. It's worse than a single flash from the KO, honestly. And Loud are just keeping all of this presence over towards B, and Zeken is still worried about a Lurker on A.
There's that prior conditioning here with 40 seconds left. Plant's gonna have to go down at some point. Drone.
Throwing the nade lineup so that they can still fight with the nade.
Hello, pop flash play, Tens. He's still alive here, got his one, but 2 years also returned with the fire now. Feeling the heat, feeling the emphasis that he needs to make a play here. That's why he's going wide, dodge. side there, away from the shutdown. Mosh Pit dissuading it, pushing back this one, but he doesn't expect the player above him. And around the back. Oh! What an adjustment! Flicks it aside. Luckily, 2 years still there. Not a reckoning. Drop down with only 12 seconds left. There's no plan online. They're stunned here, up and away. Updraft all around. And Sentinels. Wow. They grasp it in the midst of all of that.
Damn, bro, damn.
That's wild. The defense utility, though, was so much better this round than what we've been seeing so far. So TenZ throws a nade lineup as he hears the drone coming through, which allows him to have denial of the plant pressure at the same time as flashing through the wall, which is sick. Those kind of timings, beautiful. It's also then, there's a mosh onto the plant position too. Let's go! Let's go, boys! So much utility pressure in that round. A lot better from what we've been seeing. And it's stumped Loud.
Yeah. Sentinels not wanting to go down quietly here. Dart dealt with.
A little bit of miscommunication there. Zekken wasn't sure that it was going to get broken, that TenZ could see it.
Knife, re-tagged.
This is the first time we've seen someone try to play an aggressive position on pipes.
Should give the indicator. I mean, TenZ has no way to get out of this one. There's too many spots to really account for. And well, forward! It's messy. It's real damn messy. Luckily, Zekken is still here and collects. With 2 on the board now, maybe a chance for Sentinels really setting themselves up in an advanced position. It's been one of the first times. Yes,
Come
Sadak says,
on,
not quite.
man,
Still something to say about it. Does bring it into a 3v3 now. With that util finally respected, Sadak pushed away once more, and it's about bleeding it out. Another tap online, this time in the wingman. Dizzy over the top. Zekken back into the fight. Hello. Just not quite seeing that one over the top below him. Does not anticipate it, but guess what? His teammates did. Swinging at precisely the right moments. So they're not out of it just yet, not a long shot.
No, these last 2 rounds have been lovely from Sen. If they keep playing like this, there are certainly chances for them here. We'll see this from Zekken's perspective again. They hit 2 great shots there. But also, the defensive utility is lovely. They're throwing great util to stop the plant going down, and then they're finding a timing to then flash and pop back out to re-fight Loud. When Loud don't really have utility available. Sadak anticipated it, fell back, but they didn't win the duels. This is aggressive.
Yeah, time to show some disrespect, and he does get the value from it.
Sadak playing that spot way more aggressively than Celsius was too, offering himself up as a pick. Kalanzine gets ult online. Can they cook some kind of play based off the Hunter's Fury? I think it's going to be difficult, especially when TenZ is holding knife for anything like that.
And for Loud, I mean, you can feel they're trying to bait out these aggressive reclears.
Yep.
Just why, you know, the pump fake, waiting, throwing out a high tide, seeing if they flash through the wall and try and fight through it, but...
Yeah, you've got to make the timings as difficult as possible for Sen to find them. 1 second.
So much to watch. I mean, you've seen it. You've seen it. He is exposed, though. You are right. Many chances for him to be swung from a multitude of angles. It's all about the reactions. Now, yes, he slams a dash, but it's not active. Here he goes. Dart wants to cover himself. His own footsteps there away from it. Go for the reswing now across. He saws him over the road, but he couldn't adjust the aim in time. Celsius spamming and spraying and praying. Let's get the job done there with the removal onto 2 years. Kalanzine, though, will not be pushed back and away. QCK is his time to come alive. Over the top of rafters. Risks necessary in this spot, especially when you're a player down.
The Pit invested in a 3v4 here.
That's dirty.
It does cover the spike.
Yeah, look at that. Stretches all the way over towards it, and he still has 2 snake bites as well. That will put the time pressure now onto Sentinels. This could be the 12th round for Loud. It's about how they navigate it. It's about how they sail through. A tap forwards now. What is the next wave of things? QCK traded. Now sticking though already there. That's going to be the wingman putting that pressure onto a Hunter's Fury. Skipping a hop over to the top. And well, it's just been stuck in the middle of all of it.
That's incredible. Dude. Wingman does not take additional damage from the Pit being there, and they just assumed that it did. They didn't deal with Wingman the entire time. When you're dealing with a player, the combination of Pit and the vulnerable is just devastating. You can do nothing about that. But the Wingman, he doesn't care about it.
Yeah, he is.
Look at him.
He is no man. He does not care.
Oh, bro. Sliggy losing his mind.
Nice!
Oh my goodness.
Keep guns. Off back rafter if you can get it. Actually, no, it's not.
Calm and collected though. We're straight back into things here, but Sen wrestling off the rounds now, really making it almost even here. One step away from 11 to 11.
And yeah, Sen's ult bank is just huge. They found so much more value out of being able to hide the plant and then getting off a good retake there. Perhaps with a little bit of luck involved too, but they got themselves a player advantage beforehand anyway. Zekan's been spotted. What does that do to Sadak's calling here?
Try and speed it up, or do you want to go in a different direction? It looks like they want to just try and tackle it into A. Now, Zekan didn't use his dash again. Important to know that one, because now as that U2 goes flying, still he's looking for the shot, can't adjust it. Time still just sees the shoulder, but has to finally back away. Doesn't want to get punished for that one, but the count to spam a tap from Sadak. Get himself into the cove, locked down.
Love that. Early timing on the lockdown stops Loud from setting up to break it. And it's also not positioned over towards screens. Yes, it doesn't go as deep, but Zelsis is going to make sure that there aren't people playing these aggressive post-plant positions.
Throws them out and away. They deal with the util, and how do they deal with these players? Zekan just wants to take up the straight up fight, attack. Baiting it out now. Nade a bit short and shy off the mark there. Still damage is being done to a multitude of players. Only 3 left standing for Loud, but again, anyone could win it. You just have to just rely on a bit of that RNG. Zek, Tens, pushing with the operator. Sadak still stands. Have on it, they don't have it. Still, John has got to stick it now. And a tap with a rifle or praise. Praying from 2 years. Sentinels, barely there with 2 seconds just over.
There.
They look in control, though, of these retake situations, which is something that we weren't seeing from them in those spree of 4 rounds between 15 and 18 that Loud got online. And the lockdown is so nice from Zelsis. Teams have come up with protocols to be able to deal with the lockdown that's over towards screens. They have a player up aggressive, or they have some kind of, you know, nade combo. Sadak has lineups for it, too. But throwing that out in a different position over towards Heaven, and yeah, it's not optimized, but it's not going to get broken. You know they're not on aggressive positions, so you can start the retake proper. You know, we've seen round 19-20, Sentinels won by dragging the clock down and putting a lot of pressure on the plant itself and put Loud in a tough spot. Now they've also demonstrated in round 21 and 22 that their retakes can look really good as well, especially when it's helped with ultimates. This is now anybody's game. It felt like it was Loud's completely until this streak of 4. Can't count Sen out.
Oh, you can. We were singing the praises of Louder there. International experience, adjusted on the big stage. Can't count this team out with how they were looking just initially, but you're right. I mean, Sentinels, they've also been slowly building up a repertoire. Their CV's looking long. Bringing it to a team like Loud, 11-11. Bringing it to a team like Loud, 11-11. Still with the Viper's Pit, still with a Thrash.
And all of this without Zekan really finding too much value from the operator in the last couple of rounds, right? He's trying to take the timings and he's finding good openings, but he's not landing the shots. Here it looks like he wants to try and take this timing instantly underneath the tube, aiming for less.
नहीं टूटा
The turret actually.
Yeah. A drone utilized by Loud though.
Dak के पास ult है.
Taking the space with a lockdown. Feels like a B hit.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Where are you going? With 4 seconds left, is this being held for? Yes. Look at that awareness.
Mara.
Jiggle peek. Holy updraft dash, but he cannot escape it. Sadak was hot on the heels. Set to punish it.
Bro, they know them so well.
Thrash being used just off the initial tap here, but
wow,
doesn't really spot anything at all. In fact, no detainments because QCK again lurking up through, spots it out with a nano swarms broken, both of them.
Celsius has a timing to try to disrupt this.
But Les gets dropped.
So now it's going to be a 4v4.
But they have whole of A. They have to retake.
Be pushed away this time. Moshpit just a little bit too delayed and late. This is going to be setting themselves up potentially in a favored.
ये बहुत important round है दोनों teams के लिए.
Jump spot just seeing, but he does back away. So now with the alarm bot, bit of spam, bit of spray.
Wow, huge kill by Tens. Oh my god!
Damage done though. Had the knife out. Wasn't expecting that follow up, especially with 2 years there. But what can he really do in this spot?
एक kill पे ult है इसको.
B3. We have to find one of the fights, and Zelsis isn't keen on giving.
They're not giving him one by.
Sassy sticking half already. Options dwindling. It's a high-low face.
12-11.
Sen are in the lead, man. How is Sen in the lead?
On this map in particular, I mean, they're looking to seal this one.
God damn it, man.
I guess.
A great round there as well, and the Sen retake was too much for them. 3 rounds in a row now. the flash to be able to
भाई
catch
साहब क्या close है भाई, क्या close है. Is this going to be 2-0 guys?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Communication just on point. Every time we get a little sneak peek at the replays.
Yeah, and Sen 5 rounds in a row to be able to get up to match
5 rounds in a row?
Set up a date with Gen G.
Aggressive. Here it is. Adjustment not there.
Huggies
gameplay. Flick to the side.
5 rounds in a row to nahi.
Went down there to a bit of random spam, updraft and away.
11-8
Oh,
11-7
10
था.
I thought second
It's
died.
incredible that Sen are winning these rounds while the early fights are going so terribly for them.
Sadak with the plan. Not to be pushed back. You got to think now. Loud.
Plant हो गया है 4v4 है. Okay 4v5 है.
Sentinel ended up taking it, but this time there's a player's advantage. Doubled up, shoulder to shoulder, round to the back. Two, you're showing presence. Little jiggle and offset there with a movement, but not going to expect.
Good trade.
And he's still here, alive and
4v2.
kicking. Weaving in and out, dodging, juking, playing with his team,
Nice.
spraying them all the way.
Nice! We going OT baby! Woohoo!
Of course.
Oh भाई.
Finally, Loud able to
आता
get
overtime, 12-12 झाला ना.
eluding them for so long.
12-12 score झाला.
Treated to an overtime.
Overtime म्हणजे team to win first 2 rounds wins. म्हणजे लगातार 2 rounds जिंकायचे तुला. एक attack मध्ये एक
Not
defense
allowing
मध्ये.
their resolve to crumble. A reminder, we've obviously
अरे हे
never
तर काय
had
नाही दादा अशी स्नॅप करतात
2-0
ना.
between these teams this year. We've
हाँ तो
had
jump
more
spot तसे
back and
करतात.
forth occurrences.
मग एक तसा जंप स्पॉट करणार आणि एक वाईड स्विंग घेणार.
Little
मग
resurgence
इझिली
from
किल
Sen
भेटतो.
has taken us to a spot where
असे ते लोक
it does
कोऑर्डिनेशन
look
ला
like a
डेंजर करतात.
possibility, unless Loud can dig deep.
Yeah, revisiting it. Of course, it was Loud, you know, they won that one 2-0.
किसी के नो शील्ड पे ऑफ कर रहा है.
In 2024.
वो AP ही लगा रहा है भाई ऑफ.
Took it an absolute barn burn. I mean, it was a map 5 world-class game from both of these teams.
हे बघा ऑफ बघ कशी करतो हा. नाही नाही ते बघ हे बघ ही ऑफ आहे.
अगर मिस किया या अगर
थांब ना. शॉट बघून जा.
रिपीट किया.
अबे यार इसके तो ऊपर से आ रहे सब. नहीं एक 2 जन है नीचे.
Nobody knows miss किया. But he saved somehow.
शॉट. अरे ट्रेड हो गया. नाइस ट्रेड डूड. हक दिए. ओह ट्रेड
Still
for trade.
3v2.
3v2.
But Harbor is very low.
Stand here from Sentinels.
Gonna be a difficult situation for John and Celsius to
लेकिन
recover.
एडवांटेज कैसे रहा बे लाउड पे.
Everybody is here. I'm not sure they've seen Sadak. John though picking up that ult orb, one away from getting a pit online. If there was an ult that could turn this round, it would be that
John
one.
QD पे ult आ रहा है.
They've got to be concerned about the wall. Les can drop it at any point to try to set up the double face.
भाई 2 जन राफ्टर्स खेल रहे. This is so good.
Rafters.
That's a good molly, लेकिन molly के साथ पीक नहीं किया उसने. Hug these. Ult है भाई पे. भाई पे ult है.
Does he choose to offload it? Of course he does. It's OT. And now drops it down. Evacuating
Oh,
the one angle.
what a positioning by Twitch, भाई.
Good
Insane.
try, nice catch
आता
by
जर
Tuiz.
हे लोग अजून
John
एक
was
राउंड
thinking
जिंकले
about
ना
just
तर मग
slipping
थर्ड मॅप.
away. But
थर्ड मॅप
Loud
जाणार मग लाऊड वाले जर
getting that
जिंकले तर.
recovery in
का
round
म्हणजे मग
24
बनवलं होणार ना.
put themselves up to
एक
match
मैच.
point. QCK going for the force buy.
मेरा भाई रुकाएगी मैच खत्म होएगा भाई.
Ended up getting some of
उसको
that
गेम
value.
खेलने का है.
See, John looks gutted. He wasn't able to pull that one off.
Uh,
So we're going into it. Sen kept at 12. Second is
Boys,
going
third map
for the
या
same
GG?
thing, the glass cannon op. They have not found
Sorry, I mean,
success with
third
this
map?
particularly.
या कम बैक.
But they've been winning anyway. A lot of those defensive rounds towards
थर्ड
the
मैप
end.
या कम बैक. भाई फास्ट भी कर रहे ये नहीं सुन रहे भाई. इनको खत्म करना है.
That's no way. The spam.
भाई कैसा बचा ये.
Taking him up, draft over the top. That's QCK.
GG है.
Wonderful
GG है
punish
भाई ये.
onto the corner.
Third map.
More where that came from. So the rest of his team
5v4.
this is it. Set up for success. Set up for map 3. And you got to think it. It's inevitable on top of the ropes. How is he
Khatam.
accurate there? Running
Third
and
map.
gunning, but tens dealt with.
थर्ड मॅप झाला.
Dropped.
जिंकले
And
लोक.
retake with the op.
हाँ
Fairy tale
फास्ट
moment.
खेळ
The
ना
second it
खूप.
will have to be.
1v3
Doesn't
है.
expect it. The wrap there.
क्या गेम था भाई.
Loud. They are going all the way.
GG's in the chat.
Deserves a map 3 this
GG's
series.
in the chat.
But
भाई
for a moment, I
साहब
thought
भाई
Sen were gonna
साहब
clean it
what a
out in two.
freaking game भाई. What a freaking game. ओ भाई
What a game.
ते लोक दादा 11-7 पासून 11-12 आणला त्यांनी. हा मग तो 11-7 झाला. मग 12-11 झाला. मग 12-12 झाला आणि मग परत हे लोक जिंकले. नको भाई क्या मैच था. मजा आ गया. We going last map. Woo! भाई क्रेजी क्रेजी क्रेजी. Why hating Sentinels guys? मैं हेट कहाँ कर रहा हूँ, मैं तो सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ. मैं तो चाहता हूँ दिल से कि सेंटिनल जीते.
Bro, how is this hate,
सेंटिनल
man?
जीतनी
That's
चाहिए भाई.
just having a good, competition.
सेंटिनल ऑन टॉप भाई. मजा तो आ रहा. हाँ ना भाई. खेळू दे दादाला, जाऊ दे वॉच पार्टी. शान है इसकी शेमड़े.
शेमड़े.
आ जाओ. अभी मेरी थोड़ी सी दाल बची है, ये देखो. ऐसा दाल बचता है ना तुम लोगों का, तो मैं अभी राइस खाता नहीं हूँ ज्यादा, लेकिन दाल में होता है प्रोटीन. तो दाल को ऐसा है ना,
भाई क्या गंदा है यार. छी. मैनरलेस. भाई 13K.
ये लेटने का खड़ा हो गया.
लेटने.
अबे खड़ा होके वापस आया ना पीसी पे.
हाँ
लेट के थोड़ी क्रॉल करके थोड़े आएगा स्ट्रिक्स.
नहीं लाउड बोलते चड्डी खोलते.
चड्डी खोलना भी सीख गए. चड्डी खोलना भी सीख गए अनुज भाई वेलकम टू स्ट्रीमिंग. चड्डी खोलना भी सीख गए.
देखते हैं अभी थर्ड मैच देखते हैं. अगर जीत गए ना लाउड खत्म, फिर तो मैं आ रहा हूँ.
कुछ नहीं बे,
इसी से आ रहा हूँ.
सैन जीतने ही वाला है, लिख के रख. सैन जीतने वाला है.
चल बाय.
ए मैं कुछ मंगाने वाला है.
हाँ ये लेके
ये
पानी डाल. पानी डाल.
तू अभी सो के देख ले मैच.
हाँ तो
वो मत देंगे वरना.
हाँ मैं देखो मैं करने का है ना, मैं रेडी कर रही हूँ. किसको चाहिए गाइस जल्दी बताओ, किसको चाहिए कि
मीम्स देखता हूँ थोड़े.
She said don't walk out.
₹100 from Red Draft. एक स्क्रिप्टेड तो आपने भी
Courage दिखाया
किया
नहीं
था.
था.
ये देखो, अरविंद मेरे साथी ने अपने सारे छोटे उम्र के सब्सक्राइबर्स के लिए स्कूल खोला है, जिसका नाम रखा है नन्ही मुट्ठी. तो किसी
नन्ही मुट्ठी. Wow, dude.
What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
Probably this interview.
What do you mean we haven't even done anything?
You suck my just back there.
Okay.
भाई यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? भाई यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है भाई?
ये कौन सा इंटरव्यू है भाई? ये कैसी भाई ये कैसी फीस है? ये कैसा इनवॉइस रेस हो रहा है? What?
या प्यार. क्यों? ₹100 from अंकुर पटेल. आपको 500K जल्दी होना तो बताना. टेस्टेड
सीधी बात, नो भगवान.
अरे उठो ना, बच्चे सो गए. जाओ.
पार्ट 2 आ गया इसका.
फ्लैशबैक.
सुन, मैं सो रहा हूँ. जब बच्चे सो जाएंगे ना, तो मेरे को एक बार उठा के बता दो.
बच्चे वो सो गए ना. क्या कर रहा, बच्चे सो गए.
नहीं है यार, भाभी जी मन नहीं है भैया का.
सो गए, उठ जाओ ना.
ब्रो ये तो स्क्रिप्टेड है, ठीक है. वो फर्स्ट वाले में जो,
अरे गेट उधर है.
क्या कर रहे हैं यार तू?
उधर है गेट.
भाई ये तो स्क्रिप्टेड है. फर्स्ट वाला तो नेचुरल था, ये स्क्रिप्टेड है.
चमक चलो.
Hey.
Oh my god. Bro, what the heck? Why? Hello?
No.
ये अनएजुकेटेड बच्चा, ढंग से परवरिश नहीं हुई।
ये कैसी लड़की है? ठीक ठाक है। क्या रेट देना चाहोगे इसे? 250।
यार ये सब चीजें क्यों यार? मम्मी अब से मैं लैट्रिन साफ नहीं करूंगी, मेरे इंस्टा पे 1000 फॉलोअर हैं। अब मैं सिर्फ बर्तन धोऊंगी।
What's your biggest turn off in guys?
Probably bro. मगर हमारी मर्द बिरादरी इतनी कमीनी, इतनी हरामी है ना गाइस। हमारी मर्द बिरादरी इतनी कमीनी है, इतनी हरामी है। मैं बता रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे भी मैं बता रहा हूँ, इनके डीएम में इनके डीएम भरे हुए मिलेंगे। मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम्हें। और सेम गोज अगर रिवर्स कर दो ना, she said don't work out.
क्यों नहीं हो रही पढ़ाई?
मेरे को पता था ऐसा कुछ आने वाला, मुझे पता था।
कौन है भेड़िया? मुझे बहुत जोर जोर से आवाज आ रही थी। किससे बात कर रहे हैं? कौन है रिया? किससे बात कर रहे हैं? मैंने इसको एक दिन और देखा था। मैं गेम खेल रहा था। गेम नहीं खेल रहा। मैंने पता इसको एक दिन और देखा था। किससे बात करते हुए? 24 पकड़ी हुई। कौन पकड़ी है?
वाह भाई, तो छोट भाई क्या हो रहा है हमारी जनरेशन को हैं? I saw the veins on the arm. अभी दिख नहीं रही वो, एक्चुअली देख रहे हो? तुम्हें ऐसे कैमरे में नहीं दिखेगी। I saw the veins on neck. देख रहे हो? अभी कैमरे में दिख नहीं रहे हो। I saw the veins on the neck.
What the fuck? लाइफ की नाटी कहानी। अरे भाई स्टार्ट करो ना थर्ड मैच जल्दी फटाफट।
मैं कभी खेलो थोड़ी देर के, मैं बाद में आता हूँ।
चल सी
ठीक है।
एक तो लगा सकते हैं अगर तू खेलेगा तो।
हाँ एक लास्ट
अभी
एक लगा लेते हैं बढ़िया।
एक लास्ट चलो लास्ट।
अरे मेरा चार्ज नहीं है, सिम चार्ज नहीं, इसलिए बोल रहा था। चार्जिंग में लगाऊंगा फोन।
अच्छा
मैं आता हूँ ना फिर। हाँ तुम खेलो।
चल ओके ब्रो। भाई एक जन ट्रियो लगा दो।
Quanta.
भाई कैसे टेंजी
So fuck. Oh my guy is immortal. Good action. Solo rookie to pred in one stream. I'm gonna do like I'm gonna watch this but off stream. I really like team, so I'm gonna watch it. Anyways, anybody new to the stream, please do like and subscribe. Thank you.
The ultimate final, boys. The ultimate final. Let's freaking go, bhai.
Let's freaking go. Map.
Let's go, bhai. Let's go.
Sentinels. Let's
go, boys.
Might end up playing out a little like Split, where Sen want to be cautious on the attacking side.
Attacker diye Sentinels.
Out loud into making the play.
Oh wow, huge recon, huge util.
Oh my god. Tens just got saved. Second
geometry angle and vascular and acute
angle
angle
is this time on KO.
Yeah, it does. To insert Zekken here behind this segment of the Viper wall for him to be able to maneuver later on.
Maneuver.
Thanks to the presence of it with the door shut down.
सुन लिया अबे Zekken ने वो पीछे आ रहा है लेकिन वो सदाक का बेट था.
Sadak is watching it.
It's actually 2E's really pushed up over towards A that I've got my eyes on at the moment. Just jiggle in this corner. Like I said, on split, the loud compositions require a lot of jiggling without the Sentinel.
Here's the flash being sent.
कॉम क्या खेल रहे हैं? मैं कॉम भी नहीं देखा हूँ.
Running and waiting.
What the? Full blind, man.
Only had 4 bullets left and he's still managed to land that shot. So play disadvantage here for Sentinels. Get themselves the site. Will be the plant on top of it. But what is the call after the fact?
I'd have so much utility on rifle rounds to be able to deny.
भाई ये कैसा बचा है ट्विज?
Don't have as much to work with here.
Barely missing. Flash pushing him away there. Paranoia was bad. He'd still face it with the guns. HyperX all the way behind him. Dizzy. Tap onto it. It's going to be alerting the attention of these Sentinels players back and around, but they have so much to deal with now. The push and the pull of these loud players is just too elite.
Well handled there on the pistol for Loud. I was watching the way that they dismantled
Chad.
DDG, and one of the big
ये
things they were
मैप
amazing at
ये
was
मैप पे
watching
मैंने
the
लाउड को
lurk
बहुत
through mid.
स्ट्रांग देखा है और
And Sentinels on
सेंटिनल्स
his
को भी.
pistol tried to do something very similar. They insert Zekken
Sentinels NRG के अगेंस्ट कुत्ता बनाई थी और लाउड का भी कोई तो एक मैच देखा था. आई डोंट रिमेंबर. वो लोग कुत्ता बनाए थे.
And here, Sen forced to try
Streak
to
टूट
be
गई.
a bit more aggressive in the
टूट
first
गई
fight.
streak.
Just couldn't quite find it. Just got squeezed. Having said that though, with the kills that Sen got online, they're looking to try to force into the
This is history.
Like the money's good enough.
वो फोर्स कर रहे लाला मेरे लाला.
Quite a few kills. I mean, 3 kills plus the plant. It's not a bad buy.
Directions you take it into looks like mid. The initial goal, slow and steady.
This is a real gamble though. If it doesn't pay off for Sen,
Loud
they're
was
gonna give
DDG.
Loud so much momentum in terms of the economy, the ultimates. You know, QCK might well have the ult online at the end of this. He's gone and picked up the ult orb on A.
Breaking the door with the pistols.
वापिस सेम सेकंड उधर ही कोने में बैठेला है चुम्मी लेने.
Notifying Loud that they have forced up into this.
ओ चापी आई को.
The flash.
इतना क्लोज एंगल.
Connected together. QCK has to respect that one. Just backing for now.
पूरा गांव तक भाग के गया अबे पीछे वो.
It didn't clear Zekken again. This spot is such a blind spot in the way that Loud are playing mid.
क्या ढक्कन भाई मस्त है भाई ये.
Wild.
There's major chances for Zekken to just again creep his way in there.
But like I'm saying, Bran, EDG tried this kind of setup where, you know, they cause the distraction and get a lurk. And Sadako Kawanzi just shut it down every time.
40 seconds, barely. Just drifting away here. Boombot. Use the flash, all in conjunction. Now to Dizzy, all the way through market. Nothing to really
Okay,
stand
guys, force by
ground,
B
still gonna try
push.
and do it otherwise. ADS firing them down.
मिड से मरा. अच्छा नहीं शॉट डार्ट से मरा ब्रो. सेल्सियस को भी शॉट डार्ट और एक लगा.
Now down here for Sen, no push
Everyone's
back from it.
playing
So
main.
play this post plan, but do they really want to do this? Just with the stingers. It's like an awkward one to try and play into, especially when Kawazin has almost all of his util. A few more seconds left, and he will have the fault line, but there it is. Sends out the aftershock, out wide, forces Celtics, no kill. Paranoia used in response to this one, and a second flash sets them back up with a deep smoke.
भाई जॉन ड्यूटी परसों तक पहुंच जाएगा यहाँ तक.
This one, a tap onto it again. Stunned up inside the
Bro,
smoke.
no
Damage
way
done.
Sentinels
Kawazin
is
still lives
using
on
this,
21 health.
winning this.
Defusing now, Sadak onto half. Has to be dealt with, has to be brought down.
What?
Through. No damage, not enough.
भाई स्टिंगर से उसको डबल हेडशॉट पड़ा.
He got headshot by a stinger and he just tanked it.
Yeah,
उसको बॉडी और हेड पड़ा.
Shrugged it off. Look at this. You see the stars sprinkling up around his head. He's got full confidence in the rest of the team.
Oh my.
It is so difficult to cover the diffuser in that situation
Bye.
when there's a flank coming from market.
Crazy,
and
bhai,
Tennis
crazy.
throws that smoke. You just kind of get stuck inside of it, but wow.
Crazy,
Loud
crazy,
now, having
crazy.
navigated that round and all.
Nice game, looking good. Hanif from Karachi, Pakistan. Hello, brother. Mohammed Hanif Baloch. Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the stream, do like and subscribe. Yeah, well, it's 1-1. Loud is on the lead. 2-0.
निकाल रही हो. किसी का अल्ट आ गया भाई. कुत्ते माफिक मारे जा रहा है भाई. दूसरे राउंड में अल्ट आ गया भाई का.
But Loud's economy is going to be looking good. Their ult is
आज
starting
बर्थडे
to
वैसे
come
मेरा
online
भाइयों.
too. So the gamble that Sen went for, it's difficult to assess in hindsight.
आज मैं 17
Because
साल
we're
का हो गया
only
finally.
seeing it having failed, but really there was a lot of danger there in round 2. There were possibilities for them.
Yeah, you think if it works out. Listen, Sen get on the other foot when it comes to the old cycle. Start building them up ahead of them. They have the economy on their side, but
simply not the reality we live
मेरे
in.
मॉम का भी बर्थडे है आज भाई. मराठा जी आपकी मम्मी जी को बहुत हैप्पी बर्थडे की शुभकामनाएं.
So this is a new
आपकी
situation
मम्मी
where Loud are the ones
जी ये
able
हजारों
to
साल.
develop some even footing for themselves. Dizzy just to see whether anybody's
मेहनत करो और अपने मम्मी को
Proud
किसी बर्थडे के दिन जरूर सबसे ज्यादा खुश करो. तो जरूरी नहीं है सिर्फ बर्थडे के दिन. तुम कुछ अचीव करोगे तो सबसे ज्यादा खुशी उनको होगी. बस मेहनत करते रहो. और भाई साहब देख रहे हो
his history as a duelist player there too.
Wow.
And he's absolutely finessed that. Does he anticipate Tens being up top though, inside the one way?
No.
Maybe a punish in sight here. 2 players left.
ये वन वे ड्रॉप होने वाला है अभी. अच्छा ये टेंस का वन वे है.
It is bizarre as a flash. Repeat now out wide. What is that?
Of course.
Headshot that.
Paranoia.
Because he's.
Tap from Tens with the
Oh.
I'll take QCK पे.
Still. QCK dropped
Sorry.
back to 30 health.
He has to heal himself.
Back up. Could play into this one with the ult.
2v3.
To do so.
QCK is gonna get healed up. Phoenix का ये एक advantage है.
And here it is, the second round of things. Thrash. Spawn. Broken to pieces. Clear the close left corner.
वो लोग सिटी पुश अप कर दिया. They know no one is city. अभी अल्ट करके मतलब नहीं है.
Just walking right over him, QCK. There's that tray with a pop flash now. In and out and through, but still with a util in his
Unlucky, bro. Unlucky.
But QCK
Lacking and slacking
in that spot, right? So Loud still have it available to them into the next. They decided not to
दिसंबर को तो
invest,
मेरा बर्थडे
thought
रहता
they
है.
weren't
हैप्पी
favored
बर्थडे
enough,
भाई.
and have kept that. So the bonus round doing a little bit of damage, not too much. A lot of it coming down to that play from Tens.
Oh yeah.
His omen on this map is so creative.
मेरा और हाइड्रा भाई का सेम बर्थडे है.
Well, I thought there was a good chance he was
September
going to pick up
22nd.
everybody there.
Yeah, looked like maybe a few more bullets he could have done it, but
Is it?
he's just that guy when it comes to this map. On the omen.
So
Bye bye,
pretty
Sarvesh.
classic
Take
defensive
risks.
setup here for Loud with QCK and Kawanzine holding over towards A. They do have 3 or 4 different defensive setups that they like
3-1 चल
to
रहा है भाइयों.
cycle through. And Sen trying to figure out which one they're going for is important. Loud also love going to the switch and closing the door in mid. It's something that they prioritize all the time, whether it's less or 2E's doing it. And you can hear it now. It's just gone down. That gives Sen some information.
Fault line.
Yeah, force out the fault line early. Well, somewhat early in the round.
Yeah. Trouble is with the door being closed down in their face. It does force Sen to just go back, double back, break it. Throw it in like they could be defaulting into a different direction.
This pause in the round
of a crossfire.
This pause in the round.
अरे
is really
माँ
going to
कसम.
risks from QCK and Kawanzine.
You can hear it.
भाई, oh my god, उसका jump spot ही नहीं हुआ किसी को.
Cleared out the whole of elbow with his ult.
Bye.
Or theft as well, give that additional confirmation. Now the smoke's going to drop down, lay it down, will be the plant.
प्लांट हो चुका है. जिस पे अल्ट है वो मर जा रहा है. लेकिन इसके पास यूटिल काफी ज्यादा है क्विंजीन पे. 27 अगस्त है क्या?
Not allowed out too much just yet though. Grouped up together, nade. Ooh, it's a bit of a blunder.
Celsius भाई ये लाइनअप सिखा दो. भाई क्या ब्लाइंड डाला है टेंस ने यार.
He had to be the playmaker there and he was not. Drop down, now a flash of their own. Tens repositions on top of Jenny. Vulnerable, snake bite. Goodness me.
Everyone on Loud saving.
Yeah.
They just don't even want to get back into this.
Tens got to 19 HP from that snake bite.
अबे वो जंप स्पॉट कर रहा था उसके इसमें कोई दिखाई नहीं बेचारा यार. 3-2 is the scoreline. उसका कले कॉमा. जैसे कि भाई अपना अल्ट निकाल लो यार थोड़ा. एक अल्ट मारो यार. अल्ट मार लो यार. क्या सीन? 5 साल हो गए भाई. अल्ट करो यार. कब करोगे? कर लो यार अल्ट.
I mean, this is essentially eagle up. I mean, 2 of the players can't be buying.
Yeah. And just seeing that on the replay again,
it's
such a large punish on QCK. And it's all due to that freeze that John Cutie calls into the round.
Round by round, guys. Round by round.
And then they freeze everybody, group up A main, and look.
मेरा बर्थडे राष्ट्रीय हिंदी दिवस को आता है. क्या बात है?
How they were approaching their split attack side with the real slow, patient game. At some point, Loud need info on defense.
That's when the punishers come through.
ए फेकिंग्स हो रहा है, फेकिंग्स हो रहा है, लेकिन एल्बो 2 जन कंट्रोल रखे इसलिए दे नो दिस इज अ फेकिंग्स. यार एक आउट हो गया नहीं, वो लोग लोअर ब्रैकेट में गए. अगर लोअर ब्रैकेट में वो लोग हार गए तो गायब.
Shouldn't be too worried about B main with the door being closed.
We're looking for an orb on Zelsis.
Zelsis का orb आएगा तो अल्ट आएगा उन लोग का, उन लोग को इजी साइट मिलेगा.
Just avoiding it.
It's not as important against the Cyclist comp.
It's true. Now the nades and flashes do go flying though with a satchel play, sets up second deep into the angle.
This is a nice thing. Zelsis ult उसका late करेगा so that Phoenix ult ना कर पाए.
Takes that to come online for Loud.
Yeah, he's very isolated.
Very isolated. Smoke to play in. Wants to try and get in and rule that angle over the top now.
सीढ़ी से ult कर लिया वो.
It's traded equally.
The timing.
भाई जॉन क्यूटी कहाँ से आ रहा है भाई?
Has to potentially get a move on, but it's up to the rest of his team, I think, to dissuade and push them back. Yeah, Paranoid's there, and he does catch it. GCK just alive no longer. Deep cam round the back, Louder left really scrambling, looking for options, and they've decided to take fight. Force him, no way! That's wins that! Get out of here! Still no tap onto it. The pressure's mounting, incredibly so. 2 years facing with all the kills. You're joking, but the time
नहीं है, ठीक है.
What a bonkers round!
What is that?
ये क्या बोंकिया राउंड था भाई?
बोंकिया राउंड.
Loud did such a good job of getting pressure forwards into.
कैसे मर रहे हो भाई?
Most of the post plant on B is.
कौन सी तो ये देखो ये.
Dominate B main control. Loud really did a great job of that. Being able to. I mean, they should have been able to catch tens earlier. Let's go.
No time.
But the flank timing coming in from John and Tens and John buying so much time, ending that round in such a weird fashion.
Yeah. Bizarre set.
भाई ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि 3 का 3 राउंड टेंस भाई ने ओपा किया है.
Hitting a bit of a repeat here for Sentinels.
Unless is looking to challenge B main early on.
Holding the angle, but actually Fuel going to be fading.
Oh, Saucy.
Just pre-aiming, anticipating it for seconds. So tight to the angle there.
Saucy bhai. Gali nahi Saucy bhai.
Necessary kill for him. He's not having a great start to this map, but let's get back onto the board with that one at least.
Kawanzin went and took the ult orb over towards A, so he now has the rolling thunder on.
Second. An initial tap, but now going to be sticking it for the plant. Does have his ult online now for it. Here's the rolling thunder. Back into them. Showstopper to use. There's a bit of a reaction into this one. And second, his whole goal is to really slow this one down. TP dodging out of the way on top of the box. They didn't expect this one to drone. We'll see it. Tags him up. So eventually, Tens will be spotted into this one and done spot. And QCK through the wall, favored for it. That's the wallbang angle on top of it now.
2v2, 4, 2v2. जो QT. Come on, Zelsi. 2v1. Zelsi, come on. Nice, you have spotted him.
So much more in this position. Sadak feeling front.
I don't know if he get onto it in time. It's so close.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
These rounds are coming down to fractions of a second.
अरे yes. खेलते खेलते बंदा सेंस बंडल खरीद रहा था क्या?
Little bit more patience from Zelsis would have done it. Oh, gonna be kicking himself.
बाप रे पोपांग मारता तो भी हो जाता था.
You can see Sadak wasn't even sure.
ये गया.
No worries.
With how tightly contested these rounds.
Zelsis है.
Weird dodgy buys across the board.
Kanzin and QCK dominate A main to start this round out.
ठीक है भाई तुम A main रखो हम किधर और जा रहे हैं.
Second and Tens are looking to try to explore mid again. They haven't done this in a while.
Hello, ult to try and fake the presence over towards A, maybe even pin to some of these players. And yeah, they're just barreling all the way through into mid as an aid. Watched it. Zelsis still here. John QT though, they're just trying to dominate this one. This one singular position they do control A main.
Zaken is not popping off, man. Like,
in through the back, side just spots the elbow, just spots the elbow. Looking this way, that way, didn't know where the players are going to be coming from. Sassy, last one left. Could have been granted one extra, gets the one, backs out, 50 seconds in the round.
It always gets me listening to the Brazilian fans chanting against Sassy. I it just seems so wrong.
भाई सिटी से जाके घूम के मार सकता है वो.
9 bullets, didn't opt to reload, didn't want to give away any sound cues.
If he finds a timing to separate individuals, maybe he could get something done. He doesn't have to be anywhere near the plant. Everyone on Loud is so grouped.
They're going to make mistakes. They don't think he's there on the angle in time. He's caught himself into the 1 versus 2. Also online here for Sadek, but he doesn't really find a time to use it, but the dart reveals all. Sassy have to pull up.
1 did you?
5 HP drop down, backing away. Now, wide!
Oh, Sassy! Fuck you, Brazil! Fuck you!
Silence in the Brazilian crowd.
Impossible round जीते. Impossible.
Unbelievable.
गलत वर्ड बोला कास्टर ने. Unbelievable है. Impossible भाई.
He was playing in Americas. It's all down to him playing the Gecko. The fact he can be so far away.
ये वर्ड इंग्लिश डिक्शनरी में डालो और माइनस करके 100 से लिखो मीनिंग. Impossible round भाई. बिल्कुल impossible थी ना. का खुदा.
Wasn't having a good game. Pre-fire with a knife, less lucky. Relatively unscathed, all things considered there, just backing away from the rifle.
Impossible होता है वो. हमारे लिए होता है. मेरे को पढ़ाई करके बहुत टाइम हो गया भाई.
Massive round up, still left reeling myself. Flash clearance, snake bite.
अबे कहाँ तू करा है बे?
Exploring through mid. If Sen back off here, thinking that it's a B stack because of all of that utility in their face, they may end up running into danger.
Beauty भाई, काफ लगने वाले पीछे से पूरी आर्मी आ रही है.
But in terms of anticipating 4 players, tens.
Half cleared, now crossfire. Set up forward of neural theft, everybody scattered to the winds. Loud realise it, okay, we've been found out, got to back away now, just try and flood back into this, do some economic damage. So, util flying forwards here. I'll have to push away the plan though, so still, spike down and out. Hello, Juicy K. No turn on the fire, he's still alive here. I think there's too much danger.
क्या सवाल कमिट होएगा? नहीं होना तो नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन भरोसा नहीं है भाई, कुछ भी खेलते हैं लोग.
Just never know, tap. QCK, hello. Rattling their heads now. Already 2 taken, stricken off the list. Thrash has to be used. He popped the ult. He popped the ult, man.
He got caught by it though.
Just trying to time it. Yeah, detained up into the corner here. Potentially winnable. Oh man, it's looking more likely. Finally fades away and he's back into it.
Ayo, ult waste हो गया.
All the rifles online.
He doesn't have
crazy shot by. Crazy shot by. Impossible. Crazy shot.
You know, but one team's got an enormous advantage.
Crazy shot.
Rifles,
Volume comes to
position, and yet it still feels like any team can take it.
We've had
some rounds go down to defuses with a fraction of a second left on the clock.
We've
had a 1v3 played by Sassy.
We got it.
Exactly. That is going to harm the economy, but not in a way that has immediate effect. But it's going to keep a lid on Sen's economy getting out of control and going to allow Loud some opportunities to maybe play some anti-ecos later on. But 5 out of 6 of the most recent rounds have all gone the way of Sentinels after Loud got off to that hot start. And to be honest with you, I'm not mad at all at the way that Loud are playing, because think back to Sassy's 1v3. Okay, in order to get into a 1v3 situation, Loud had to play that really well, and they did. They collected on the mid-play, they got themselves into a player advantage. They just lost out because there's beasts on the other side of the stage.
Even चल रहा है. वो unimpossible होता है, वो भी हो सकता है. Unimpossible round. ये अच्छी word लगी मेरे को.
Speaking about that, when you look at the scoreboard, QCK is the player in position to do the most of that. It's less actually who we haven't seen as much from. Usually, we're expecting less to just be hyper consistent, finding his moments to have value, even though he's playing the Viper. With this composition, he does end up being pretty stuck over towards B.
उनके पास आंसर्स है, मतलब वो लोग इतना कंफर्टेबली रीटेक नहीं कर पाएंगे और रीटेक हमेशा ऐसा फेवर में नहीं जाता.
Setup though again being run here for Loud as Kawanzin and QCK move their way over the B.
Just calling up the back of it now. 2 years this time, standing strong, just trying to brave the onslaught as well. Russian players now ready to push him back and away.
Zels is getting the ult online, can counter Sada. You can see Sada getting set up to go for the ult. Oh, they just rip it anyway.
Aim kara Om Sai Ram tattoo. हाँ ना.
Send it out wide. Smoke's not even propped up yet.
बहुत प्यारा एक्जिल लगता है मेरे को लेकिन बहुत प्यारा एक्जिल.
It's for the dart now. Plant. It's the next layer of this
वो
one.
बंदे से ना बहुत positive energy आती है.
This one further.
Normally, Loud are going to throw in a lot of utility early for plant denial.
Hunter's Fury. Molly's going to be used towards the back of the side. Hunter's Fury. There's the connection. Second falls. Couple of beams of that one, but still not being dislodged from these positions. Tent up top. Familiar angle. Has the ult now for a classic reposition. Ult into the back of the side. Could be anyone's game on a knife's edge. Every single instance. Tent sticking the plow. Not quite already with the ult into the back, but he has been cleaned up. 2 years there. It's a 1v2. Taps it. Gets sassy, doesn't give him anything, still bides his time, waits it out, and now it has been fully drawn down to the final moments. All the kills going Loud's way, but not the round.
Same again, same thing again. The retakes, they are effective, but just not enough to be able to get over the line for Loud. It's Ten's position, I think, here that is the magic. Look at him, the way that he's able to Loud and avoid being traded because he's got the pillar to dance around. It looks lovely. Dealing with a lot of what Loud are going for. And when you saw Loud demolish EDG here, one of the things they were doing on their A retakes was throwing in a lot of plant denial, making it uncomfortable for EDG to get into good post-plant spots. Well, they can't do that when Zels is ulting them.
Shadows traveling. Possible. Util cut away. All these close rounds just going down straight to the wire. Again, economy. It's not good.
18 के likes कितना चाहिए? 18 के likes के लिए 1000 likes चाहिए. 1000 likes. Sorry मत बोल रहे. मेरे को मालूम था वो 40 rupees में
find their way back into Eco and Loud.
वो हो जाता है लिखते. As long as your feelings are very good, it's all good. Don't worry, my friend.
Sorry
और मत बोलो. जब तुम लोग कुछ गलत मीन नहीं करते तो फिर क्यों sorry बोलो?
Same spot he's been playing in time and time again. Really disrespecting them though. Just holding the angle for some util. Is this a paranoia?
Yeah, I mean,
by 20 बंदे blind.
Okay, he's found something.
5.
Maybe just hearing a footstep.
5 जन blind हुए हैं.
Another flash is connecting. Gives up the space, just seeking to delay as long as possible. Sentinels though, likely they're going to have an open sight. 2 years is really trying to make this feel like there's lots of players here. Nades forward, so they just spam the box in the common angles. They do deal with him, and finally the flood defense is here in time, but can Loud do anything about it? Beautiful dart. Everybody lit up here, even with the stingers, there's danger. Danger in abundance, but still with the rifles. Holy!
It's Tens again, man! You can't get away from him!
Bro.
Playing that post-plant position. Over towards
A-Link, swings around, gets free, and
saves the rest of his team. They needed it. They were all barreled up in sight. It looked over.
Bunker and down, that's a terrible post-plant.
Playing the position at least. Well, you see how much more difficult it looks for Sentinels. Loud are close by, able to flood defend and throw that utility to put pressure on them before they can get into post-plant positions. And Tens bails them out, top of the scoreboard, doing things fantastically, playing from similar spots.
Second, मेरा आवाज आ रहा है तो और play bro. तो और मेरा stream देख रहा है तो और play जल्दी.
Deep cross map knife. Be landing over towards market.
एक market में ठीक है, ठीक है.
What the defensive setup looks like, because often QCK is going to be on.
Second or play.
Just waiting for the right time to strike. Thrash. Regenerated the util. They cut up the side actually through the back here. There's a detainment into mid, but won't be any follow-up. At least onto that one. QCK should be alive as well. He's got some backup from the rest of it. Plant now down, and it looks like this might be another funny round.
Loud are playing really heavily for backside B control, which is going to allow them to get players in flooded.
Hit it as well. Just to play for it. QCK does have his own ult now. Run it back. Finally initiated. He was suppressed in time, but just let it loose. Be seeing if he can hunt down a few of these kills. And yep, Celsius caught. Util out in his hands. Wasn't really quite aware of that one. Dizzy attacking away. Zek and spam. Here we go. Only 3 players left now. Fast on the approach. Aftershock there, but a quick TP into the corner. Paranoid order Util layered on top of each other, and they just cannot do anything. Scintillating, sizzling away, spraying them down with the rifles gained. And it's Loud up to a 5 now. 7-5, you can't fault it. Plenty of chances.
It's an awesome half. So many of the rounds could have gone either way and were decided on the tiniest of margins. But I think Loud really figured something out there in that final round.
Saucy की धूप में बैठ सकता था यार,
लेकिन ये the way that they dealt with the aggressive players forwards was lovely.
उसमें बैठ जाता तो play बनता था.
And I think Loud need really another pistol to be able to get back into this.
Yeah. It's hard to say, but so tightly contested.
Not bad, not bad. Now you.
It has just been back and forth we go between these two.
Retake कितना क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि जब side commit करते हैं ना तभी बहुत सारे utils खत्म हो जाती है. तो retake करते हैं ना with full utils थोड़ा easy हो जाता है.
Sou Calanzinho, sou iniciador da Loud. Senti muito bem. A EDG é um time que, pra mim, tem um dos melhores players individuais e acredito que o deles não estava no 100% deles. O Kankan é um player, é um star player e acho que ele não performou tão bem. Então acho que o principal motivo disso foi a nossa individualidade hoje, que estava muito boa. Então acho que depois que a gente corrigiu os erros contra a Genji, a gente estava bastante confiante já. Acho que a partida contra a FPX deu uma confiança muito boa pra gente. Então acho que a gente esperaria que ia ganhar assim deles. Mas ninguém esperaria esse stomp, né? Cara, a gente não esperava isso, mas acho que nós tivemos um plano de jogo muito bem executado pela nossa parte.
30 seconds. They have no map control. They are just looking to take it to the elbow, the flash. Perfect. He hasn't killed anyone yet, but QCK, he just slaughtered every member of ADG.
Eu acho que a Sentinels é um dos melhores, ou se não, o melhor time aqui do campeonato de Madrid. Cara, acho que o diferencial deles é que eles jogam muito bem como equipe. Quer dizer, tem um star player que é o Ziken, mas eles jogam muito, muito bem como um time e acredito que todo mundo pode performar muito bem lá e ganhar um clutch ou talvez levar a partida sozinho. Rapaziada, muito obrigado pela torcida, quero agradecer muito, principalmente a minha família, meus amigos que me mandam mensagem aí no WhatsApp, que me ligam. Estou muito feliz que a gente conseguiu fazer isso e classificar para o playoff. Só quero pedir vocês, fãs, que continuem confiando na gente, a gente vai dar o nosso melhor e vamos tentar conquistar esse título para casa. É isso, tamo junto.
Praise for his opponents. I mean, talking all the talk there about Sentinels team play, and it goes to show as well. I mean, even praising Zekken as their star player. Now, Zekken's at the bottom of the scoreboard right now.
By Masters,
and yet still, Sentinels are holding a lead 7.
Actually, I think the story over the last couple of maps has been not so much Sen getting the advantage at the beginning of the round, but just having really strong ways of being able to close things out. Tens has been amazing in those spots. And so we go into a pistol, which is insanely important, especially for Loud, I think, to be able to get online. Complete contacting up. Zelsis picks a mid-round timing. Knife destroyed. Could be anybody there. Back out.
भाई सब 3 util items with 3.
So close to getting punished there.
Very close. I mean, Les was quick onto the
angle. Stun, molly, flash, shock dart.
Want to flood out now, facing with the bodies. Paranoia backing away.
How?
That's unreal. It's blind as the fadeaway.
What the fuck, dude?
Tucked close. There it is, straight to the chest, brings him down. John can't do much. So Loud with that pistol round, you got to think.
QCK भाई दोनों pistol round जीते भाई Loud. दोनों pistol round. इंसान है भाई इंसान है.
Won a pistol round the entire series and then get both of them in the decider map could end up being crucial. No way of knowing yet. But Sen are certainly not going to force into this one again. On the defense side. Not as many kills. That's a ridiculous kill though. That is a ridiculous
For real, bhai. Rid kill kill, bhai. Rid kill.
Up to the Phoenix ult. And Loud started that with such a contacting approach.
Willing to give anything away. Main benefit of it being that Loud, they have tons of util left saved for the big site hit, especially over towards A. Difficult one to try and get through. The clear through elbow, lots of corners.
I think Loud have got the read now that this was not a heavy A setup. They are just charging their way forwards. Yeah. As soon as they don't meet people early, they realize that they've essentially got a free plant off.
It's a good post-plant position as well, just for the spike to be dropped down, laid down, snake bite.
It looks like Sen are going to send utility here, rather than trying to save it.
See if they can take an early fight, and you're right. I mean, could get costly.
Try कर रही भाई Sentinels. सिटी से अंदर आ गए वो लोग. Wow.
Feeling like it could be winnable, but
क्या one ways है भाई इनके? क्या one ways है insane.
No, I mean keep an eye on the Sen
7-7 हो गया.
Once we have rifles on.
QCK का ult आ गया.
Very easily cleaned up.
QCK.
I think that's going to put people in position where they need to go to
Ole.
Could end up being important against the Bulldog in the stinger.
चिंब झाले.
The fact that they ended up investing there in the utility to go for the retake.
Ole,
But I think Sen are going to be confident in those kind of
ole.
rounds once guns are online. Their comp could just util dump spots on A. It's very difficult to hold on to post plants. That was most of the metagame actually that we saw in the last time that these teams faced on Sunset. Was how they
भाई Loud का एक player की बाजू पर शायद ओम साई राम का क्या बात कर रहा है?
For Loud, they've got plenty of danger in it. I mean, that run it back earned. UCK, this guy is frying. I mean, he's 20 and 10 currently. In top.
बिल्कुल मेरी तरह खेल रहा है. Oh, भाई control.
Wow. A face, that contact play style, finally punishment in place.
Yeah, but I mean, what
bonus round है, Loud का.
They're trying to punish the orb pick up there, and they both get sprayed down.
3v5. Oh, भाई easy round है भाई.
Paranoia onto a spot. The tens is often like into play, but it's second up there this time. In market.
वो लोग B push कर दिए भाई वो लोग.
Market pressure. Yeah, this is a weird one.
No way.
ये क्या timing है लाला मेरे लाला gameplay?
That question mark on the mini map.
Maybe.
ये बहुत tough round है भाई Loud का.
Yep, it is. Leaning this way. Celsius. He is a low player, but he decides to take the fight anyway, not set up onto that angle with any.
Oh, they won't expect him.
It's a one and done. Dart has to be broken, and he's revealed his position now. This is problematic.
Nice blind. और वो blind उसका whiff हो गया शायद.
Now 10's right behind them. Sent out the paranoia, and there is that swing, and that's a spike going to be dropped down. Most of his team nowhere near here. Less is the last one.
1v3.
This flank from Sen has worked beautifully, but the Loud players barely reacted. I don't think they knew where that paranoia was coming from. Has left less in a 1v3 in a much worse position than Sassy was when he was able to get the plant down.
Yeah, I mean, 15 seconds left in the round. It's an impossible scenario.
10 seconds left.
Fnatic कब की बार हो गई मेरे भाई?
Will just be
one tap.
The rest of the team in silence scratches their head, wondering where it all went wrong here. That pick onto Zelsis puts Sassy in such a difficult position, and the flank from B bailed him out.
One tap. I go.
This might be Sentinels just getting a bit of a read, I think, in terms of how loud.
अगर अभी आ रहा तो सीधा बार नहीं और एक chance मिलेगा.
Many risks they were taking on this round against the bonus round, right? You think about it, pushing through into.
भाई तूने तो बोला था कि मुझे Sentinels versus Loud नहीं देखना, अभी बोल रहा मजा आ रहा है.
Giving more that information.
इंसान बहुत खराब होता है भाई. इंसान बहुत खराब होता है. इंसान खुद का सगा नहीं होता भाई. इंसान खुद से कभी सच नहीं बोलता भाई. हमेशा डबल ढोल की बजाता है. भाई QCK पे अल्ट है भाई. कुछ करेगा?
Not to be dislodged from this spot. There's a Phoenix flash in his face, though. Won't be punished.
आ गया. आ गया. भाई साहब.
Kitchen sink being tossed and turned and shucked at them.
कहाँ जा रहा है?
Flash over the way. Ring around a Rosie. Can't escape.
Bro, if you can actually play Phoenix good.
Already चला दिया वो. Backside clear करेगा. Okay.
Lay it out on top of one another. Fast. Cover play. Shock into the corner was utilized a little bit earlier, but everybody tucked into main. Do have the orb for this one. Actually some mollies as well. We're going to see how the util just reigns supreme into it. Dizzy over the top. Anything to try and latch onto this spike and get the defusal started.
Is there time for the thrash?
I don't even know. I mean, listen, it's going to be 1 second left. He wants to use it, but again, somebody needs to get onto this one. Already detained. Into the side, into the corner. Where is the time pressure? Hello! Finally, Wingman down, and the rifle's there. Has to be bodyguard duty. Spraying them all down. Wingman! He's been stopped in his tracks. Half tapped.
Let's go! Well played, Loud. I love you guys. I love you. I love Loud just because उन लोगों ने वो बच्चे को बीच में से फाड़ दिया. Thank you so much. 30 wingman. 30.
Where things are coming down to time
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Playing this kind of more passive setup over
Thank you so much, Loud, for killing that Shemra.
A couple of people in aggressively to draw out early utility. And so
teams get installed in these spots.
If Wingman had not gone down there, we could have had a very similar situation to Icebox. Where was just sat inside the pit, just tinkering away, cutting the red wire.
It's a good heads up from Loud, though. They get the 3 kill spraying down. I think most teams might just end up stopping the spray. Thinking that they got everybody. All the targets are going to be on it, but no. Diligent.
I wonder, does this knife incentivize Sentinels to go for the B push again? Is there going to be some kind of trigger that gets Sen going aggressive on the map?
नहीं भाई वो लोग इज्जत से खेल रहे हैं. इज्जत लाल गेमप्ले.
This time he's got a cam in mid, so they don't have to play that particularly. You can just rely on the camera.
It's लाल गेम पे.
Because Sen were playing B main kind of aggressively to start the round.
Smells like a B retake.
Does.
सब पे हाफ शील्ड है बे. वन सीन बाय उल्टी करने वाले. उल्टी अब भी करेंगे? मत करो, मैं तो बोलता हूँ मत करो भाई. कोई नहीं है साइड पे.
If they get the info that it's a B retake setup.
Hello, how's that orb going?
Yeah, let's go. Bouncer smoke बोलते बाबा.
Where it's supposed to.
Oh, rolling thunder now though. You can feel the presence. Now they're going to be using it. Tens. Peas. And away. Back to the corner actually.
Not away.
Even deeper angle.
What?
Flash.
How is he still alive?
The dynamic duo just weaving in and out in the flood defense. This time, reigns supreme.
I love it. I think this map is set up so nicely for B flood defending. And the way that Tens just eats the breach still is able to survive.
वाह gameplay. वाह.
Yeah, they just assume.
कौन था महान जो बैक साइड गया उधर से? कौन था वो महान? मेरे को दिखाओ जरा. याद दिलाओ कौन था वो महान? क्यूसी के भाई थे? या कुआनजीन भाई आप खुद थे? कौन था भाई? कौन था वो?
He's taken the brain of Angel and Redgar and combined it with the skill and impeccable timing of. Dude, I don't even know
himself.
Yeah. Who's got it like he does?
Yeah. He's stylish, man. He's stylish.
सड़क भाई थे. सड़क भाई.
One of the only rounds really that just goes entirely.
चश्मा पहनने के बावजूद क्या विषय है भाई?
See them now, just having that lead. Knocking the money back down here for Loud.
भाई actually Tens ने ना जो TP किया ना, वो मतलब एक नॉर्मल इंसान, मतलब कोई भी इंसान सोचेगा कि उसने CT पे TP किया है सेफ रहने के लिए, लेकिन Tens है ना, Tens एलियन है भाई, एलियन. उसने साइड पे ही TP किया.
Seen him do it. Sharp with the sheriffs.
ओ भाई 50 जन रिवील, 3 रिवील हो गए भाई.
Gets the confirmation. No one peeking off of it though. All the noise in the world being made really out towards Alba. Now Zekan.
एक ही गन है भाई पे, एक ही गन है.
Able to get himself out of there with a satchel. In fact, Molly didn't clear him.
अरे भाई इसकी शेरिफ है ना, इसकी शेरिफ नहीं है भाई, इसकी शेरिफ है ना.
All up, taking a pause into the round here off that
Chappal
initial
is
kill.
chappal.
Just seeing if they can pull any of the Sen players around the map.
It would be a little difficult to retrieve this.
3 जन आ गए पे.
Might not be something that is possible.
एक किल दिया किसी के ने तो अल्ट आ जाएगा उसका.
Holding the corner, like you said, there's a smoke now.
Yeah, now it is possible to go and get that.
Sen calling for a reclear potentially of their own. Wingman. Rue gets the acknowledgement.
Yeah, somebody's in elbow and also pushed up close. That gives you a good idea. It's going to be a re-hit. Tens takes the fight.
Tens, there's a fault line follows.
Wow, Zelsis, well played, dude.
Got to get the punish through those shots now. They're worried about the TP close to the corner here. Zelsis heard that sound cue, but it's all just.
Zelsis thinks he's close there.
On top of each other. There's only 25 seconds left. What do you go for here? I mean, a pause into the play. Going for a re-hit.
20 seconds.
4 जने पे खेल रहे Sentinels के.
Zelsis is in a committed position.
Really committed. It's the first phase coming through. It's just the players of the sheriffs, and they're all going to be falling now. Fully crumbling. Less. One with a rifle makes a decent job, a decent go of it, but.
हमारे इंडिया में कब होने वाले ऐसे मैच ब्रो लाइन इवेंट? अंशुमन भाई अभी हुए थे कुछ महीने पहले. कन्वर्जेंस हुआ था इंडिया का फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल वैलोरेंट टूर्नामेंट, जिसमें जेनजी आई थी जो अभी HyperX को हराई. जेनजी आई थी, फुट ई स्पोर्ट्स आई थी, वाइटैलिटी आई थी, और कौन थी चैट? HyperX थी.
He's got a cam deep in B main. He's got a trip for market.
HyperX भी थी इसमें. HyperX भी थी इंडिया में.
What exactly are Sen going to be afraid of?
HyperX भी आई थी, मेरे को वो नहीं पता भाई.
This is.
Don't be scared. Let's go. Good.
Yeah, and on the other side of things, Sen building up that confidence.
वो शायद Zekan को बोल रहा है वैसा, क्योंकि Zekan के लिए उसने फ्लैश डाला था एल्बो से, 3 जन स्पॉट हुए थे तो.
So this next rifle round, it's a perfectly timed tactical timeout. Because this next rifle round is going to be extraordinarily important, pivotal.
PDG नहीं थी.
This map goes.
Genji भी आई थी ना.
Cloud lose it after investing ults, which I'm sure
Fury
they're going to go for. They'll be dropped back down to
G.
and Sen are basically at that point.
It's my birthday. Happy birthday, baby.
Oh yeah. Right, they're going straight up. The upper round.
इंडिया से कौन था? True Reapers, जो कि बहुत अच्छा खेली थी वो स्टेज पे भाई.
Must win for Loud.
Heretics ID पता नहीं था.
Luckily, a few ults being run it back.
That was a good event, yes bro, and Rad Games मेरे को उसके लिए इनवाइट किए थे, और मेरे को वहाँ से वो लोग स्ट्रीम करने दिए थे भाई. W Riot Games भाई.
Seems quite offhanded in terms of the way that they do approach.
जीता कौन Convergence? Foot Esports.
Every now and then you might see it still. Sassy holding the dizzy.
Okay, this time they wait out the knife at the start of the round from Celsius. Right, so Loud have to start a little further back, but they don't give away that there's two players over towards A. The stun for them to try to take a little bit of space. And look at John's setup again. Cam for the mid lurk, Trip for market. Loud have not been breaking these.
And again, acknowledgement there from Dizzy. Stray shots missed him. Fired off the warning shots, and I know there's somebody, at least one player lurking out towards A.
But they're not scared of mid, and they're not scared of market, because John's utility is still there.
Right inside the smoke. I mean, they're setting up for a pop flash play here. Yeah, they can hear it.
भाई मैं जोन आउट हो गया था भाई. मैं जोन आउट हो गया था. मेरे को पता ही नहीं क्या हुआ. What? Second 2 मारा. 3v3 आ गया. Second पे अल्ट आ गया है. सदाक पे. ओ भाई. अटैकर्स के पास अल्ट देखो. अगर सेंटिनल्स ये राउंड निकालती है ना तो बहुत टफ होने वाला है लाउड को कमबैक करने के लिए.
So Loud have actually managed to find an opening here to go for a post plan.
30 seconds left.
The smoke was in the way at the top section of mid. It might already be just close with the rocket, but no, has to respect it, wondering if they could be lurking that potential avenue. So a free plant here, Loud.
ओ अच्छा QC के अल्ट यूज कर लिया था मिड पे. मेरे को लगा he still has it.
You don't have to be worried about the initiator utility from Sen, which is the main
He
part
saw
of it.
no one?
But obviously, there's still danger with the paranoia, with the showstopper. Loud get info that there's nobody on the flank.
Yeah, exactly, with the dart. They're around now, and that's a Hunter's Fury to add even more time pressure. Ult committed and stuck. Tens is forwards, he wins his fight. That is ridiculous. Still with a paranoia, now to showstopper. Seeking to commit this one. I don't know where these players might be, but the first tap at least forces out the ult. Rocket flying. Again, clears the one, but on top of this corner, on top of the box, 2 years, has to reveal his hands.
Wow, यार क्या राउंड निकाला है भाई.
Sticking, and he's won the round for his team. Despite the heroics of Sadak, not enough.
क्या गेम क्या.
Look at that, 0.37.
GG to Sentinels.
How close these rounds are getting.
Oh my god.
But also, how on earth is Sen even in position to do that? Tens sticks the ultimate. Gets caught by a player.
भाई ये क्या खेला है भाई टेंस ने. और ज़ेकन ने क्या मोमेंट्स दिखाए भाई. ज़ेकन ने क्या अल्ट में उसने वो किया भाई. What 0.037.
Sen are still finding their way through.
कितना क्लोज था ये.
And I said that was going to be the important round.
Exactly.
बहुत ज़्यादा important round था भाई. अभी वो लोग 11 पे आ गए. पैसा भी खत्म है लाउड का. इजी गेम भाई. चलो जीजी हो गया. Best of 5 है नहीं लाला.
I mean, clear out John QT, who's had that cam at the top section of mid. Loud have been given
भाई बस QC के का पिक निकालना है. बाकी का गेम ओपी है. हाँ ये लेस कॉन्जिन ये लोग गोटी खेलने आए ना ये लोग.
Sentinels. Loud have finally got a better macro idea.
Still might be some danger.
Too late.
2 players spotted, 1 tagged up here. Shock darts now, and the squeeze is online. QCK is wrapping around. Molly there. Oh, hello. Trip. Tens lit up entirely. Let's loose that paranoia, but that one way.
ये लोग यहाँ पे आ गए. ये लोग यहाँ पे आ गए. क्या हो रहा है भाई? क्या हो रहा है भाई?
Yeah. Sen couldn't figure out how, which direction to go in, I guess. And Tuiz is here ready to pick up Celsius. All good.
Almost.
All
good. Loud कैसे जीती?
What a recovery. The MasterCard Thrifty coming through could not have been a better timing for it.
9.
By all rights, that should have been Sentinels' favored to go up to serious
Time out. Direct time out लो. मैं बता रहा हूँ अभी time out लो. Please मेरी बात सुनो अभी time out लो.
Discuss what went wrong, and to me, it's very clear. They finally lost
time out लो.
control. Loud actually went and took that space on the map that otherwise John's just been watching with a trip.
Main control, the pivot from Sen.
भाई वो लोग मिड से कैसे आए भाई? मार्केट कोई था ही नहीं क्या? भाई बी मेन पे ए मेन पे 2 जन पुश किए. क्या मालूम क्या खेले भाई? मार्केट भाई पूरा पिंच कर दिया भाई. पहुंच कर दिया. लास्ट टाइम आउट में लाउड.
I think from Loud though, this timeout is also going to.
I noticed A ज़्यादा strong है Sentinels का. A retake बहुत strong है.
And I think it is possible that that eco round has given them a serious clue of how to adapt in the game. Sadek is normally so good at coming up with those adjustments late on in a map, late in a half, late in a series.
जल्दी खत्म करो भाई, नींद आ रही है. हाँ बता दो उनको, बता दो अभी, बता दो भाई, टेंशन मत ले, अभी खत्म हो जाएगा. तेरे लिए खास विषय नहीं है कुछ.
Looks like Sen want to try to take the game to them, perhaps. We can see them pinging out the mini-map over towards A. And Zekan set up for an earlier fight, something he hasn't done a ton of.
Zekan को तो Celsius बोला भी भाई कि डर मत लाला, डर मत, मैं है तेरे साथ, फ्लैश डालता ऊपर से जा तू. Call it.
Broken. One player tagged there.
And it was Sadak, who does sometimes play alone on the opposite side of the map, just to make it feel like there's presence where there isn't any. Sassy gets ult online.
It's a big one. Pre-firing, hoping on the shot there onto the market trip, but no dice, still remains up.
And so John continues to provide great info to his team.
Hello. Oh, Zekan got for the repick there with the thrash. He's punished.
Yeah. Zekan's been neutralized, to be honest. As much as Kalanzin was bigging him up at the halftime.
Why?
You know, in the second,
अगर सब सॉसी के अल्ट को मार रहे थे तो Zekan को कौन मारा?
They have managed to neutralize the star player of Sen.
विषय खोल पृथ्वी गोल गेम प्ले भाई.
They dodge the knife again. This is going to give out the perfect timing to go into Sassy. Can he pull out some magic?
कले अरे ड्रोन कर रहा है ये तो.
Drone hears it, has to respect it now. It's running away just to get the hell out of there. Doesn't break the drone either, so it clears out the site entirely. No command. Let loose, let rip. Zelsis spreads it wide now. Cross onto the site. Not going to be letting them use that util plant. Stuck here by Kawazin. Tens onto that high ground approach.
So that पे ult आ रहा है.
Found value with less being removed. That's one of the star players gone pound for pound, just removing this one, and a call is made to try and fight this one. Sassy taking it straight to them.
2-3.
Man in tow.
अरे भाई ये क्या खेल रहा है?
2-3. 2-2. 1-2.
He's miles away. Knife gives them every single bit of information they could want. Skipping a hop, dodging round. Surely. No way. Send it up to 12. Oh my.
Another round where every player on Sen hits the deck and they win it anyway. I was looking at the minimap the whole time at Tui's positioning. He looked his way fully through B main, walked all the way into Boba, going around the world, and he was way out of time.
I believe that straight in catch.
Yeah, it definitely looked like bullets were headed in Ten's direction.
Can't believe it.
But it's better to be lucky than good, and damn if Tens isn't both.
And this is it potentially.
हटवे यार भाई, मैं देखो मैं लाउड को इसलिए सपोर्ट कर रहा था क्योंकि मेरे को PRX वर्सेस सेंटिनल्स देखना था यार. मैं क्यों सेंटिनल्स को हेट करूंगा, लेकिन अभी GG है भाई. हट हो गया मेरा.
These are
matters into his own hands. Look at this deep lurk.
These are the rounds where Les just decides, all right, my team's struggling to come up with an idea. I am going to make the play to win.
Goal, Celsius wasn't ready for it. Peeking it wide like that, just slowly. Les did manage to vacuum up that space now. There's going to be that repick. Sassy just trying to tuck himself into the corner here. Needs some help from the rest of his team. Hunter's Fury trying to collect these kills as well. They're trying to face from Spawn. Run it back there. Actually brought him down with the ult.
भाई बहुत सुबह हो गई ऐसा लग रहा है.
Somehow has stayed alive. Tucked to the corner. Got a smoke at his back to try and help him out. And everybody's going to be facing him here. Flash in his face, spraying through. Door praying. But this time loud.
3 HP.
Alive.
PRX versus Loud भी मस्त होगा. नहीं यार, PRX versus Sentinels चाहिए था.
I mean, look at the economy of Sen. It feels like Sen.
But then who will use support in PRX versus Sentinels? Obviously PRX, भाई.
They don't have
obviously PRX.
To rely on. Yeah. So John keeping this weapon online, it does end up being really important.
It's common the entire time. See it in the scam.
Yeah, it's like a mini timeout for him,
exactly.
right? Yeah. To discuss what's
soon
going on.
100k Zator bhai, mera bhai. Thank you for the 37-1 support bhai.
Through elbow. I'm not sure exactly how he's managed to find that read that Sen had nobody playing there. Perhaps even if people were playing there, he was happy to take the
37 months, my goat.
Does John save this?
He needs to rifle. And 2 years, I mean, he's just making a mockery of him. Jumping through knowing he's low enough.
We are going to be headed into
we are getting a
few rounds here.
We are getting a huge good match.
With Loud favored to bring it to the final round. And maybe even some OT afterwards.
भाई लोग ये इसने क्या उसका नाम है?
These players are willing to make. Look at this gamble. Sen gambling over towards A because that's where Les found the success previously. Sadak's already swapped it up. They're headed in the opposite direction.
Eco round है Sentinels का.
Keep everybody together.
वो लोग OT के लिए खेल रहे हैं.
Stampede there, hearing him across the floorboards.
कौन सी अल्ट करेगा क्या? भाई वो साइट में जाने के बाद अल्ट करता है.
Fast follow through from Sen. They're going to be chasing the noise cues.
Okay. He's holding the ult.
But there's nothing to push back this plan. So Kawasi gets into it now. Even the ult online if he chooses to expend it, but probably not even necessary.
I mean, a win
good decision,
by. He's forcing out those ults, I think.
Yeah.
I'll say that. They could close it out here.
No one to break, no one to deal with it, but it's a flash using.
Hug diya, get him.
Okay, drive by, going wide. One player falls, a tap now forces out the snake bites. Have to be utilized here. Kawasi still has the ult. Surely there's no danger. Sure, he tends.
भाई उधर कौन बैठता है?
He does straight into them, into their faces, tapping and spraying all the way through rifles. Save the day.
अबे ये क्वांजिन कैसा इंसान है? उसने ult यूज ही नहीं किया अब तक.
Going to the final round.
भाई ये क्या patience होता है भाई?
Might as well go down with the ship.
अबे क्या patience है बंदे में?
I believe for a moment there when Sen had their weapons. And we're just running into backside, overwhelming people. That's pretty good awareness from Sadak as well. Tens is difficult to see in that spot. And this time the rifles are able to find their mark and the spam is good.
जीत के क्या एडवांटेज है? हारने वाले का भी चांस है फाइनल्स में खेलने का. है बात तो है.
Timeout taken right before the last round of regulation. Kaplan hits the red button.
दिमाग है भाई इस पे. दिमाग है. टाइम आउट क्यों लिया है पूछो? क्योंकि लाउड लगातार 2 राउंड्स जीत गए ना भाई. तो दोनों टीम्स, एक टीम का माइंडसेट इधर है, एक टीम का माइंडसेट इधर है. अभी दोनों टीम का माइंडसेट ऐसा आ गया है.
I'm not sure what kind of adjustment Kaplan wants to make towards the end of this. I would imagine that
OT नहीं जाएगा, OT नहीं जाएगा.
Elbow passage that Les was able to
अल्ट्स काफी लोड हो गए हैं. और ये क्वांजिन को अल्ट करने नहीं आता भाई. उसके पास लास्ट टाइम अल्ट था ना, उसने जो हगा था वो टेंस ने टीपी खेला था ना.
You know, if you hit an unbreakable, there aren't actually that many tools with Loud's composition to be able to get through it. There's obviously the trips or the shocks or an after shock, something like that. But Loud have not been meticulous in making sure all of that is eroded away.
ऐसा क्या दिखा रहा था रे वो? ऐसा क्या दिखा रहा था? लाड़ में आएगा. 3000 लाइक होने वाले अपने भाई लोग. 3000 लाइक कर सकते हो अगर कर रहे हो तो.
You have the money, you have the cash. Maybe even just anticipating some kind of adjustment from Sentinels here, but it's everything tossed into the mix. One round to decide it. Does the series end? Does it get totaled?
Moving मतलब क्या होता है?
Continuation of play.
मैंने भी सुना है काफी ये moving.
Very early dominance with their utility over towards B main. Paranoia used off the rip from 2Es to make it feel like they're taking early B main control. I think trying to prompt out some kind of aggression in A main and see if they could punish it. Maybe even hoping that Zekan or Sassy would play for the ult orb and they could get that. It really feels like they're trying to trap them going for the A ult orb. Zekan and Sassy not taking a risk like that to throw away their chance of winning the match and going to meet Gen G in the uppers. So no dice on that early trap.
The deep drone not broken. You can feel it. Palpable in the air. I mean, thick with tension.
दो जन नहीं पे सिर्फ Sentinels के.
Tens. Tiniest of angles, tiniest of chances, but he gets it. Ulted up, stunned up, will be brought down in the end. So the trade is online here, and a call is made for Sen to scatter, backing away, playing for the retake here. Sadak is going to go for the plan, but he's ended up just throwing it to the side. He's going to give it to QCK.
वो QCK को ult दे यार भाई.
Optimizing, but also giving Sen an
भाई लेकिन Zekan और Saucy को अगर ult मिला तो खत्म है.
Yeah, suppression fading. When is the time to strike? Here it is. QCK lets it rip, breaking the util. Tizzy. Oh, this play gets caught into the wall there. Unfortunate with it. Still watching, holding for the flash. Anti-positions played, spam into the box, but it does buy them critical time.
Why is he having an op?
Running their way past this one. Are they going to anticipate? 2 years! Nails them to the back wall of Link. The upper second shot goes flying wide. Smoke and disengaging. Back and away. Celsius seeking to clear this one out, but again the time running against them. The rifles have to sing true. They have to ring true, but it will not happen. Overtime once more, and Loud. They're desperate for it, man. Crawling.
टू इज ऑफ निकाला भाई, टू इज ऑफ निकाला. मेरे को क्या पता था टू इज ऑफ निकाला भाई.
On Sunset to be able to get into overtime have just been marvelous. And this with Tens being able to get the first kill onto Les to start with. But that punish at the back of the Rolling Thunder was so important. Remember what Tens was able to do to them over towards B as he teleported into a corner, didn't get away with any shenanigans like that this time. No ops being bought.
गेम तो अच्छा चल रहा है भाई, कुछ भी बोला यार, गेम तो अच्छा चल रहा है. क्या है, क्या बाय है, क्या बाय है. ठीक है ठीक है. सेंटिनल्स ए पे अटैक कर रही है भाई लोग. मिड पे लर्क हो रहा है. ओके मिड ट्राई कर रहा है. सेकंड कोने में जाके बैठने वाला है. प्लेस हमेशा की तरह अकेला बी में कंट्रोल देख रहा है. इन्होंने कंट्रोल नहीं लिया है, वो पीछे से खेल रहा है. आराम से खेल रहे भाई. भाई अब मेरे को लगा ओटी नहीं जाएगा, इसलिए मैं बोला भाई अभी तुम लोग मेरे को क्यों भर रहे हो यार. मेरी गलती है सब.
Dizzy off the cam contact. 2E's trying to find a timing to re-paranoia and take position on the A line. Doesn't catch anybody. It's the same kind of thing again here, Brent. Trying to set up this mid-lurk off A distraction.
Oh, that's a fake.
But I swear, Loud are always super aware of stuff like this.
वो लोग का मिड पे कंट्रोल, मिड पे वो लोग है ना, उन लोग को ये कर रहे हैं और ये लोग ए जा रहे हैं, ए पुश कर रहे हैं.
Now time is going to become an issue and a problem. Flash they're over the top. 2 years just bumbling into the walls there. Lucky that he didn't pay for it with his life, but he backs away and now the call is being made. Rotations.
तो इस पे फ्लैश नहीं है.
Now they're going to be in position to try to send Util to stop this.
Satchel. The pathing over to the top. Plant. Going down here, but sort of Util. After shock breaks it. 12 seconds. Time really against them. Snake bite drop down Loud. This is them with a chance to really gain some ground here. Swinging wide to punish. Camelzine, you understood it as a wing con and just decided to take the risk anyway. 2 years, fake the TP back, and now they want to fight this one into the back.
Oh, well played by. Well played by.
Barreling through, finding their own timings. Gifted
oh, by well played.
Left in a 1v2.
क्या round निकाले भाई Sentinels.
Sticking this one half onto it, half onto the defuse. He's bought himself a little bit of time, a window potentially, but he just needs a kill, and he's not being given it. He's not being given it. No one will give him an easy one. And face together, it's Sentinels on 13.
They have pulled that one back from the brink. Loud's identification that was an A hit, and the fact that they got players ready to throw utility to stop.
क्या खेला है भाई, क्या खेला है उसके जिस्म के साथ खेला, मालूम क्या?
You saw Camelzine just barreling over the top
mind
of the
games है भाई, mind games.
Round instantly by denying the plan. But not everybody on the
insane
same page.
भाई, insane.
Gave Sen an opportunity.
Mind games है बच्ची, mind games. I swear भाई, क्या crazy था ये.
On match series point.
The tiniest differences. Snowball out of control with these rounds, and you're right.
Absolute cinema gameplay भाई.
Cinema series point, whatever you want to call it here. It's Sentinels in that driving seat.
This time John Cutie hasn't put
के हाथ पर मराठी टैटू है, वो महाराष्ट्रीयन है.
Information, so he's got the cam in market.
पुण्याचा होता तो.
He's going to need to rely on other people.
मग ब्राझीलला शिफ्ट झाला आणि मग तिकडची सिटीजनशिप घेतली त्यानं.
Potentially the A side of the map. So they're kind of cheating here, going for a very aggressive, strong B hold, but a weak A, playing retake A. We haven't really seen this match pull off the retake A superbly, but it does exist.
Tens at this angle, man. I mean,
back to back जीते थे भाई Sentinels defense में.
2 spots that he could be peeked from. The flash in his face was not turned.
That's a fake to way.
Doesn't make a footstep though, so they don't know exactly where he's positioned to punish him.
Moves his way out. Cam broken there from the shutdown, I believe.
They're going into the heavy B setup.
Into it indeed. Potentially into the jaws of defeat. Zekken.
खत्म.
Sadak removed.
उन लोग का लड़कर गेल है.
Confusion.
Nah, खत्म. GG's in the chat, bro.
Which direction did it go into? The one way stopping them. Ults And Util has to be used now to clear it back through, but the spike's been dropped down.
GG's, boys. G freaking G's.
Watch for two to stand.
That's that. OP gameplay. Loud versus
But there
HyperX.
is no chance, there is no hope. Sentinels.
Loud versus HyperX. Sentinels versus Genji.
Sentinels versus Genji. Loud versus HyperX.
Sentinels versus Genji.
On the first map and squeezing through in overtime.
Oh, Sentinels versus
To
Genji.
take their appointment with Genji in the upper
Sentinels
finals.
versus Genji.
Loud pushed them.
Oh, they did.
But Sen were resilient the whole way through with huge performances coming out from multiple players. Sassy's 1v3
Oh भाई साहब क्या गेम भाई क्या गेम crazy game.
John called a great game the entire time and was fragging too.
Great game. Let's play some Valor. How long? More than 2 hours. Oh shit. Dude, I have to be doing something wrong. Something. I can't put a pen on it.
Task today.
Excuse me. Now we're going solo here. Nobody to play with. Skins change. Skin okay. Okay, go with all white. That's it. That's ready. I need 23 RR, so like one game probably, and I can rank up. This game was shit. They were pretty good. Where do I need to spend these points first? Let's go agents. Give me 1 sec. Let me see. If I buy, no, I can't. I can buy till here. Wait a second. Let's see what's in the store, right? Sales. Nothing to I like this one. This is also cute. This is shit. That's cute. No, the agents are very important. So. What was order time now? Now this. A lot of people today. That's understandable. Watch out, somebody.
Match found.
Also streaming from his account. Took my race.
Hey, it's John. John is like the big deal on this player. He always has like good reads, and every player is like comfortable playing each role. So yeah, our split is like.
ভাই ওদের পুরো একদম করা লাইন আপ ভাই একটারে ফেলাইতে হবে এগ্রোটিক দিয়ে কই আমি তো
Easy peasy. What the fuck, man? Who the fuck died or whose PC crashed?
Reina, you keep like glancing at me. Why are you smiling?
Sorry, cariño. You
That's changing.
Sejil.
No heal.
Sej गिरा है तो मेरे को.
Go away.
30 seconds left.
Mid. Omen low 60.
6 है.
Seconds left. Spike planted.
Long गया.
Omen is 60 low.
तेज डिफ्यूज कर तेज नहीं है उधर.
Player standing.
आगे.
अब मार.
भाई सेज पहले ही डिफ्यूज तो बैठ जाती है भाई. मेरे को बोला तेरे को डिफ्यूज. Sage wall mid.
Right here.
Outside.
अरे बी साइड देखो.
Outside B.
Tukun doon dile smoke. ब्रो साइड कोई देख ही नहीं रहा था ब्रो. व्हाट द फक ब्रो. भाई क्या कर रहा है भाई.
Spike planted. Last player.
Behind you.
Brimstonezinho. You sure I got this? You really bringing it down here, man.
Out smoke.
ओमेन भाई क्या कर रहे थे इधर? अंडे डालने वाले.
Oh man.
नेट कुठनं आला मला समजत नाही. तरी तुझ्या मागच आला होता राईटला कॉर्नर.
KCT.
Spike planted.
Right there.
Orders. Guard.
अरे वॉक करेगा गेट को आज के दिन.
आप डिस कर.
One enemy remaining.
दो कवर. और तारे हो जाता.
तू बहुत कंप्लेन कर रहा है भाई. I just don't see you playing.
Okay bro, okay bro. You can speak Hindi. We can understand.
Oh. You can? I thought you were an illiterate fuck.
तो तेरा नाम इंडियन रख के तू इंडियन नहीं है मादरचोद. हिंदी बोल.
I would be sad for you, Reyna, but yeah, shit. Planting by them.
Spike planted.
एक और सर.
Right there.
ये तो रैंक. भाई ये को रैंक है बे.
चलो
क्या?
मर पता होता है उसके रैंक पे उसको नहीं हो रहा है.
Silver 1.
Silver 2, Silver 2.
Okay.
You want to play? Let's play.
B main. Get it. One spawn.
Spike down A.
You're going to scatter from my stuff. Super easy to pick off.
Still waiting for the Reina kill, man. Still waiting.
Yes, you are monitoring me.
How does it like being carried, eh? You fuck.
क्या बोला?
Definitely.
वही मेरे को मालूम नहीं तो जाकर देख सब सिल्वर 3 क्या हाँ टाइम पास कर रहे हैं
Heaven.
No one beats my firepower. I got this.
Care. Heal raise if you can. He's healing, kill him.
You will not kill my ally.
One was the main, hold side. Heaven. Here spawn. Out spawn.
नहीं मॉल के ऊपर से मूवी मत
They want to dance?
alert
Hold your ult, or if you want to ult, I can ult as well. So if one gets tagged, ult him. Multiple.
Right Right there.
One enemy remaining.
गेला भाई गेला आता मी मागे
Man's on defuse.
Let them try to get through.
ठीक है ठीक
You want to play? Let's play.
Dangerous lurking.
Right there.
Going B. Going A.
along it. अरे मैं
105 raise.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Healing.
What the fuck?
Last round in the half.
Let those scratch before we lose them.
Brim, can you unbuy Steam Beacon and buy race?
Spike planted.
What?
Last player standing. Flawless. Switching sides.
They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
He's healing fully.
If you must fall, then fall near me.
देखो भाई विंगमैन से प्लान कर
नहीं है विंगमैन इस राउंड
उसका विंगमैन उसकी मां चल रहा है
मैं अभी फोन किया था आई गेस तेरे घर पे ब्रो माय मदर डजंट लिव देयर
अच्छा तेरी मां मेरे पास इसलिए रिव्यू पॉइंट है तो ठीक भेज देता हूं स्टूपिड फक है As I said, stupid fuck.
देख देख बड़वा देख कैसा गेको बेट कर रहा है अरे लौड़े ये जा भाई टीम को सपोर्ट कर जाटू जैसे मत खेल पीछे
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged?
Come on, little homies. Let's get it.
That's what I can do and you can't do. Difference. Heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Spike wings. Crash is ready.
Actually, you should do it. Fuck. Alright, we don't have a master. So I just want to clear them range.
ये झील देना पीछे
Chamber playing this.
Player standing. Spike down mid.
No, look. Right side.
Player standing.
मत लगा भाई तेरा वो गंदा स्टिकर मैं पर लगे सोगा
Down A.
Why?
Last player standing.
Heal yourself. How am I getting shit on, man? I don't understand.
30 seconds left.
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough.
Survive.
You want to play? Let's play.
Enemy spotted B.
He's low.
Can't use this yet. Spike down A. Last player standing. Match point.
तो लौड़े मुझसे बोलने की तो आवाज नहीं आ रही चैट करता ही
अगर तेरे से नहीं होता ना मादर तो दूसरों को मत सिखाने का
हाँ ना जड़े होने का
Bro, I'm way above their league, like legit. You see, 4 first bloods, 3 plants, 2 diffusers. What did this shitty guy do? What did this shitty guy do? Look at their ACS. This is fucking. What the fuck, dude? They are so fucking bad, man. Dude, no wonder. No wonder you guys won, man. You were all in party. अच्छे comms.
मैं पार्टी में नहीं थी ब्रो, सोलो क्यों रहा सब?
भाई सब सोलो क्यों थे, अब पार्टी बना रहे।
भाई गेको तेरा एम बहुत प्यारा है
भाई, इतने legit dumb players कौन सा मिलते
भाई लास्ट में तो ही वो ऑब्जर्व कर रहा था ना बैठ के ए पे।
Yes.
ए पे एनर्जी ऑब एक बंदा इनकी टीम का ऑब्जर्व कर रहा था, भी उसको मार के अपने सिटिंग डक्स।
लेकिन गुड गेम, गुड गेम।
मैं 20 किलो के भाई रेस से नीचे कैसे हूँ आ रहा है भाई।
अरे लीडर बोर्ड कहाँ से देखते हैं बे, मेरे को भी देखना है, कहाँ गया? हाँ करियर, करियर में दिखता है ना। एक मेरे कितने थे, 21 किल। अच्छा सिंतारा के भी 21 किल थे।
सिनाटा।
हाँ सिनाटा। अभी एल्विन ब्रोंज था भाई।
ये एफ पे चला गया था बस।
और जोकर अनरैंक्ड।
भाई, 2 बंदों का नाम, तुम लोग दोनों का नाम देव कैसे हो सकता है? लाइक हाउ
चमत्कार ब्रो, चमत्कार।
मैंने तो उसका देख के रखा था।
मेरे को रीना उठाने देना, रीना मत छूना कोई भी।
खेल
बस अब ठीक।
मैं रेस खेल लूं?
हाँ खेल रेस खेल।
देख लेता हूँ। मैं एक्चुअली वाइपर भी खेल सकता हूँ इसमें।
तू जिससे जो भी खेल पाए, एक तुम सेनेटल ले लो, एक हीलर ले लो बस, या फिर सेनेटल और साइफर ले लो। एक साइफर ले लो, मैं तो कह रहा हूँ देवपाल भाई। हाँ
लेकिन आइसबॉक्स के लिए साइफर के ट्रिप्स आने पड़ेंगे, बहुत ट्रिकी है।
फिर सेज उठा लो कोई एक जने। प्लेयर 1 भाई कौन हो? हेलो। स्मोक मत खेलो तुम, ये खेल लो मैं कह रहा हूँ। हाँ तो सेज ले ले।
अगर वो केजे खेल लेगा तो मैं सेज खेल सकता हूँ।
हाँ तो फिर वो केजे खेल लेगा, तो खेलना है तो भाई प्लेयर 1।
पे केजे
तो फिर सेज ले
छोड़ दे भाई,
सेज ले ले। ना फिगर आउट मत कर, रहने दे, बाद में सेज ले ले। फिगर आउट के चक्कर में हो जाएगा के। सेज ब्रो
प्लीज ले ले भाई।
कैजुअल में जाना और खूब बढ़िया अपना केजे खेलना 10-15।
बिल्कुल ट्रस्ट नहीं है। भाई भाई भाई
रजत दलाल कहाँ से आ गया भाई?
भाई स्ट्रीम पे
रजत दलाल कहाँ से आ गया भाई? अरे स्ट्रीम कर रहा है क्या कोई?
हाँ मैं कर रहा हूँ।
बढ़िया यूट्यूबर भी अपने में भाई।
क्या नाम है?
अरे कोई ट्रेडिंग वेडिंग करता है कि नहीं यहाँ पे?
मैं करता हूँ।
क्या ट्रेड करता है ब्रो तू?
सब मैं लाइक डे ट्रेडर भी हूँ, इन्वेस्टर भी हूँ।
अरे बाबू ट्रेडिंग कौन
मतलब
से उसमें
फॉरेक्स
करते
भी
हो?
करता हूँ और मार्केट
फोरेक्स में भाई कल का वो देखा गोल्ड का मूव पहन।
बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली कल मेरी तबीयत खराब थी तो कैप्चर नहीं कर पाया। बाय बाय।
कोई बात नहीं भाई, FOMC था कल भाई, क्या था पर तोड़। मैंने $1,200 बनाया भाई। अरे 1000 कह रहा हूँ, सॉरी $1,200।
हाँ तो 1200
नहीं तो 1200 बोला ना, 1120 बोलना था मेरे।
बट बहुत सही यार। कितना मतलब क्या कैपिटल यूज किया, कितना कैपिटल यूज किया?
कैपिटल नहीं, मैं तो प्रॉप फर्म से ट्रेड करता हूँ। मेरे पास कैपिटल तो भाई 2 करोड़ का है, लेकिन मैं उसमें वो मैंने सिर्फ मतलब समझ ले 0.2 या 3 लॉट लिए थे भाई, वो पूरा पंप पकड़ लिया मैंने। बहुत कम रिस्क किया था, मतलब 0.25% रिस्क किया। भाई देवपाल जाट है भाई। रजत दलाल के साथ लड़ाई करने गया था क्या?
रजत दलाल मेरे बॉल्स पे रहता
कहाँ रहे?
बॉल्स
अच्छा टेस्टिकल्स। भाई तो टेस्टिकल्स भारी नहीं लगते थे? आराम से खेलो।
तब दे
Spike down A.
अरे डेडलॉक बहुत गंदा है। रीमेक
भाई अपने में पता नहीं क्या सिस्टम है। हाँ
F5
कर दो।
अरे किसने कर दिया वो? F5 F6 ने F6 करना था ना?
F5 करना था।
अरे भाई मैंने F6 अबे यार भाई मेरे को लगा है F6 दबाना, मैंने F6 सॉरी यार। चलो खेलते।
दिख रहा है मुझे।
अरे नहीं आ रहेंगे, मैं रहूंगा।
अरे फ्लैंक।
Spike down A. Last player standing.
जल्दी खत्म कर भाई, सोना भी है।
You're up. Stay safe. You're going back in.
वुडन शॉट कर तू क्या भाई दूसरे राउंड में?
नहीं रुक जा।
गेको भाई रेज
बताओ
भाई, मैंने ओडी स्टार्ट करी पिछले।
अरे मेरे को एक्चुअली उतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता। मैं भी पहले सोवा वगैरह के साथ करता था।
आराम से खेलो, थोड़ा आराम से।
क्या जो मैं ड्रोन का
क्रिटिसाइज करते हो।
मिड ये पे था।
किचन करते हैं भाई।
क्या है अपने स्पॉन आ गया सेज आ गया। थोड़ा यही ऐसे ही खेलो, आराम से खेलो, मैं निकालूंगा। थोड़ा सा आप पीछे रह लेते हैं, कायो का नाइफ आएगा फिर मैं ड्रोन धीरे धीरे जहाँ निकले वहीं निकाल। नाइफ आता है उसका, थोड़ा पीछे आ चल। केजे का सेटअप है, चलो डार्ट कर रहा हूँ। आयो है ना तेरे पे फ्लैश बैक
सिंगुलरिटी तेरी है क्या?
हाँ चाहिए क्या
यार? सुनो मेरे को ये स्पाइक वाइक का ध्यान मत दिया करो यार, मैं स्पाइक के
स्पाइक मेरे को दे दो। अल्ट डाल के मैं मिड घुस रहा हूँ सी मेरे
ठीक है, मैं यहाँ पे कवर दे रहा हूँ। भाई सेज आप अभी भी AFK हो?
पुश कर दिया मैं।
गॉड भाई अरे डिस्कस कर।
भाई क्या मुंह दिखाने आता?
रिपोर्ट कर दो ना। अब सेज तो अपने साथ ही था, प्लेयर 1 तो सोलो क्यों था यार? शायद बात सब एक बार रिपोर्ट डाल दो भाई को, 7 दिन के बैन लग जाएंगे। बढ़िया
लो
अरे क्या उसको पता थोड़ी चल
है ना, थोड़ा पिक मत करो, मैं वो अल्ट कर।
अरे मेरे को दिखा ही नहीं। लेजेंड मिला इसको मैंने 80 दिया था।
बैक स्टैप है, बैक स्टैप आगे वॉक इन कर गया।
भाई 40 तो मैंने दिया है।
80 + 40 120।
अरे भाई सॉरी गाइस भाई मैं नूब हूं।
कोई नहीं भाई कोई नहीं, अभी है बहुत राउंड में।
भाई 1 वर्सेस 5 वर्सेस 4 जीत रहे हैं भाई, क्या ही मजा।
अरे ये फास्ट करता ना अल्टा मेरे पे।
ये पास नहीं होते हैं, भी हो जाएगा।
अरे आराम से खेलो, 4 जन है ना, अगर मरेंगे तो दिक्कत होगा। एक एक किल निकाल।
तो वॉक इन करते हैं, केजे और कायो होता है।
बट ओमन रिवील हो गया था।
नाइस ट्रेड, नाइस।
फाइट मत ले ओमन।
नाइस ट्राई। थोड़ा फास्ट।
ये सेज अभी तक नहीं आया।
ये नहीं आने वाला भाई, रिपोर्ट कर।
मैंने तो पहले ही कर दिया। अल्ट रेडी है मेरा, क्या बताऊं घुसूं मैं?
दोनों हाँ दोनों अल्ट करता है और ए कर लेता है।
चलो ठीक है मैं अल्ट करके लेफ्ट में दे दो। लेफ्ट से जो मारते हैं ना बस साइड
ले सो साइड पे।
वो वन
उसका कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा भाई।
भाई करते हैं रे, बी हो जाएगा अपना।
बी कर। किसी का अल्ट है तो यहाँ पे और पड़ा आउट।
और क्या चाहिए भाई? कायो का रिवील होता है, कायो का रिवील से बचते हैं फिर चलते हैं उसको।
ठीक है। और एक ये नाइफ भी फेंकता है चूतिया सो।
मैं ड्रोन करता हूँ, 1 सेकंड आगे पुश मत कर रहे। एक स्मोक
सुनो ऐसा करो, बी पे फेक करो और मैं ए पे धीरे धीरे जाता हूँ बिना आवाज किए। ये कुछ डाले वालेंगे नहीं, मैं अगर ए पे किल निकाल लेता हूँ तो ए आ जाना, वरना बी पे कमिट कर दे।
नाइट का वेट कर लेना।
रिवील होते हैं, नाइट से रिवील होते हैं ना, फेक कर।
अरे थोड़ा आराम से चलेंगे, थोड़ा।
मैं तेरे लिए डांट दूं क्या?
नहीं कुछ मत।
मारियो
क्या मारा?
अरे 124
Spike down B.
यार
Last player standing.
अरे भाई क्या कर रहे हो यार? किया क्या तुम लोगों ने भाई?
मेरे को लगा सोवाल। अरे यार
मैंने ए पे एंट्री निकाली, ए साइड पूरा खाली था पता है। बस प्लान पे स्टिक करते ना तो।
कार बंदों में फेक नहीं होता।
चलो ठीक है, जहाँ चलना है। कहाँ चलना है?
मिड करता।
मिड चलो ठीक है। मिड पे एक ऊपर यहाँ कंटेनर्स पे बैठता है।
मैं अपना बूमबॉट डालता हूँ मिड पे।
वाइपर ऊपर है, वाइपर ऊपर, वाइपर
ऊपर।
वीना हुआ क्या? वीना 120 टैग थी इनकी यार। किसी का वो है तो ले लो यहाँ पे ऑफ पड़। किसी का एक चाहिए होता है। ए पे ना शिफ्ट वॉक करके चलो। सुनो ए पे शिफ्ट वॉक करके चलो। ए पे शिफ्ट वॉक करो सब लोग। आवाज नहीं, कुछ नहीं, कोई यूटिलिटी नहीं, सीधा वहां जाएंगे, घुस जाएंगे। पीक भी मत करना, ऊपर से पीक भी मत।
तो तू प्लान
ये क्या है? रैप्टर्स
उसको
यार अंधी पे गोली मार दी अंधे में।
पे भाई शिट कैंसिल ही नहीं हुआ।
नीचे उतरा था वो
आराम से। क्राउच करके बैठ जा चुपचाप। अरे बाबू कह रहा हूँ क्राउच करके बैठ जा भाई। छिप के बैठ जाता, वो खोजता फिर वो डिफ्यूज देने लगता।
Switching sides.
ठीक है
मैं खेलता हूँ, एक बंदा मिड खेल लो, मैं रिवील दे दूँ।
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ 2A 2B खेल लो, मिड छोड़ दो, अपना बैग देख।
बाय कर ले भाई, वो है आर्केड में।
100 भाई क्या फुल
वाइपर को 50 टैग लगा
4 HP
Player standing.
You say something? Sorry, you're still in me.
अरे ले 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 तू ले ले
तो मैं तो 5 बार
रेस पुश मत कर रहे रुक जाओ लीड मत करियो अभी पहले मेरे को रिवील करने दे लीड बचा ले अपना काम है ना तेरी तरफ है मोस्टली
आगे भी
रोटेट कर रेस बी ए रुक
ए ओ ए पे था
Spike planted.
अरे भाई लाइन अप 104 टैग नीचे 104 टैग है
तेरी फुल शीट तो आई जाएगी वो मैं बोलने का फैक्ट है
मैं रिवील नहीं हूँ हम लोग
रुक नहीं भाई एक एचपी भाई क्या कुछ 20 भाई कूद के मर गया भाई ओडन नहीं
वाइपर
मे भी एक जा रहा है बी पे जा रहा है मे भी planting
Spike planted.
120 रुक उसको आने दो बहुत जल्दी
3 सेकंड में रिवील है
टाइम नहीं वाला ना
येलो यार
Ready to stretch your wings?
पढ़ देख लो
ये डिटेक्ट खेल रहे हैं
अरे भाई
काट करके जा
There.
कितना बैक कर खेल रहे हैं भाई, 5 बंदे हैं फिर भी फट्टू की तरह खेल रहे हैं बेंच।
भाई यूटिल खुल गया
540
ओडिन पड़ी होगी पीछे, ओडिन उठाने वाली। नहीं बाय मत कर, मेरे को बाय दे दे। मोमेंट पे एम कर लेते हैं, एम कर लेता हूँ।
सेम नहीं है, वो मार देगा
मुझे यार।
नॉइस भाई
केओ ए पे था केयरमेंट।
बड़े देखते रहे।
तेज आजा भाई। दो मिड पुश कर रहे हैं ए के लिए।
ठीक है ए देख, तू भी देख, मैं देखता हूँ। ये आ रहा है, प्लांट कर
बढ़िया यार, बढ़िया भाई।
नहीं बचा है भाई।
भाई सोच ले, मतलब 4v5 में इतना गंदा मार रहे हैं,
बहुत ज्यादा ट्राई कर रहे हैं।
बस भाई सेज रहता ना, बस
इजी गेम होता।
अरे मेरे को लेने दे, मेरे को ले
लेट हो गया।
चलो कोई बात नहीं, मैं एक मार दूंगा, मेरा अल्ट आ जाए।
ओमन में बाय दे सकता हूँ तेरे को।
इतना फाड़ दिया ना भाई, इनका बी आने में इनकी गांड फटेगी।
पुश मत कर
भाई, स्पॉन होल्ड कर रहे हैं यार।
होल्ड करो, तुम लोग भी होल्ड करो, मैं बी पे होल्ड करता हूँ।
होल्ड उठा लिए।
अरे यार बचा लो मेरे को।
अरे भाई मिनट से आगे बचा लेते हैं। और भी बात में बैक स्टेप भी करना कैसे?
अबे यार
मैच पॉइंट।
I do on this.
Can I get a drop? Thanks.
रेज अल्ट पॉइंट ले ले भाई, तेरा अल्ट आ गया। थोड़ा लेट
मैं कर रहा हूँ रश, ठीक है? मैच होता है।
रुक जा, मेरा अल्ट है, एक राउंड चला, लास्ट राउंड
भाई। अरे यार रेज भाई,
हद यार left or after Python.
अरे भाई कोई बात नहीं कोई बात
जी भाई
चलो 30 एरआर माइनस हो गया आज बहुत इजी होता भाई अगर सेज रहता ना बहुत इजी होता चलो गाइस जीजीस मेरा स्ट्रीम लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर लेना
एक और खेल लो
नहीं मैं जा रहा हूँ मेरा हो गया आज का
हो गया भाई जी
बाय बाय ये क्या पहले ही रिमूव फ्रेंड कर दिया क्या नहीं जैसे बंद ही कर दिया okay I got few good clips I'm happy few games that's good too almost 4 hour stream so that's it for today guys thanks for everybody tuning in make sure to like and subscribe we didn't have great viewers today but we watched some great games Genji PRX then Sentinels loud tomorrow's gonna be a banger too so watch out for that and yeah everybody have a good day and I'll see you guys tomorrow's stream